Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Throw until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart, breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue, shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun, oh but we were so young. Till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. me to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked up ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. My name is Resorty, live from Tokyo, and to you, one and all, I say, I restarted the computer last night and did not manage to fix the camera before stream, so this might be terrible. Let's see. There we go. A little bit. Brief moment of green screen not functioning. We'll need to fix that before we get too far today. But yes, yesterday my Firefox was consuming almost all available RAM. It was very upsetting, and so had to do the restart. I look a little green today, I think. Maybe a little bit overly yellow. Not sure. Whichever way, it's a lovely Monday morning here. Probably a Sunday evening where you are. I hope your weekend is going well. Mine was a first rate through and through, by which I mean I did a lot of grading. But I feel so excited this morning to be with you because the grading is done. It is the best feeling on earth to have all of that finished, a very large project to get through, emerging on the other side. Here we are. And now I gotta do the fun stuff of hanging out with you folks, playing some video games, spending some time together, and hopefully ending your week well, for sure. Axix is good to see you. Hello, Wizards. Pepper MG, welcome back, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you here. How's it going, Jim? How you doing, Marks? Welcome. Red Rover Cat. Amherst, welcome. Hello to you, Monstro. Paul Harvey, welcome. Odd Blue Turnip. Thank you all for being here with us. If I missed your name, I apologize. I just kind of glanced through and hope for the best. As I've mentioned previously, some other streamers, much bigger streamers, have a bot that takes every single username out of the chat and makes a list, and they then just read through where I kind of glance back and forth how it goes. In before more grading of the delayed exams. Oh gosh, it's true. Yeah, I've got 2 more outstanding exams. That said, 2 is not very many, and so I should be just fine on that. Hopefully. How'd the students do overall? Yeah. I mean, worse than average, but this is the summer session, and the summer session goes much faster than usual. I've cut out a lot of material, but it's still just fast moving. So we're now in week 5. The semester is more than half over at that point, and that's not how it normally goes. So as I mentioned, I think last week, the students are having less time to synthesize, less time to think through the ramifications of their beliefs, of what they learned, etc. And so they, I think the average score throughout the entire class was maybe an 80 out of 100, which is a B-, which is fine. Like, it's still passing, no problems there. That said, this class is required of absolutely everyone, and so I don't want it to be a GPA killer. I don't want it to be one that's students dread taking, not just for the class's difficulty, but also for what it's going to do to their grades. But a B- is fine. B's get degrees. D's do not in this case, though. You have to earn a C or higher to graduate with this one. So, yeah. That said, there are definitely a couple students at the very, very top end. One student I am so impressed by. So she's Japanese, and she has above average English for a Japanese person, but it is not like she is 100% native-born fluent. She just takes such good notes and is so attentive and obviously studied very, very hard. And she earned a 100%. I had no complaints throughout the entire thing. There were a couple places I marked where she was a little vague or a little bit off point, but close enough, and that's so exciting. Like, it's not hugely exciting when my already strong students get amazing scores, But when a student like that does, I'm so unbelievably happy and proud. Now, because she's Japanese, I know if I tell her this directly, she'll be very uncomfortable, very unhappy. It'll be just too much for her. The direct compliments are not welcome. So, instead I wrote on her paper, I hope you've impressed yourself. Because I think that's the important thing, right? The important thing is that she internalizes a certain sense of her own goodness, her own ability to achieve her goals if only she works hard. And, if she's done that, thumbs up. Very, very happy with that. So, that said, there were some students on the other side of things, and I've set up some appointments with some of them. I think for some of them, they just did not take good notes. They didn't study this kind of thing. I think other ones are having some language troubles, and, I'll try to help them. I always say that my goal as a teacher is to help students grow in whatever way I can, to help them become even better at studying or better at thinking about classes, step in the right direction. I know not every student will be an A student, but in this class at least, I believe that every student should be able to pass without a huge amount of work. Like I said, I'm not trying to be a GPA killer. This class is not for a major. No one's going to go out there and do a heart surgery after this one. So it's about edifying the student as opposed to embarrassing the students who are on the weaker side. But that's me as always. Hello to you, civilian! Dear Monday Japan, hope you're well. Today Sunday in the US. Yeah, I'll let Monday know you said hello, civilian. But yeah, it's Monday morning here, bright and early. Just for 9 a.m. Last night, Noms and I fell asleep with the windows open. The actual curtains were pulled open, rather. And the sun comes up so early here. To the point that at about 4:15, 4:30, it looks like it's daytime outside, about what I think of as 10:30 or 11 a.m. in the U.S. And so because we left the curtains open, which we normally do not do, I thought we'd wake up so unbelievably early. But apparently, Noms woke up with her alarm as usual, which is at, I think, 5:15 or 5:30, and then said, it's so nice here, and the sun is so bright. I'm sure I can just enjoy looking out the window and not fall back asleep. And so she turned off her alarm and fell right back asleep. So we actually slept in a bit today, and I do wonder if that's why I'm in such a good mood, because a little extra sleep, always very, very nice. Contraption, how you doing, my friend? John Yu, it's good to see you, my friend. Hello, Slivers! Hello, Eka. Hello, everybody. Hope your days are going pretty well, too. Any big excitement for your weekends? Anything unexpectedly wonderful that you tried? Any, any chores you did? Whatever you did, I'd love to hear about it also. As I've often said, this is a one-to-many relationship, in which I know I can't learn about all of you totally, but I like getting little snippets of the things that make you smile and that make the days good. So if you want to share any of those, cool. If not, I'll just keep blathering along. Slivers, you hit level 100 under Diablo 3 Druid. I thought you were playing Diablo 4. Wait, is Diablo 3... No. Diablo 2 is the big exciting one of my youth. Diablo 3 came out a few years back. Oh, Diablo 4, okay. I didn't want to question you. I wanted to be excited for what you're excited about. But if you're playing on Diablo 3, I'm confused. But I got that. That's very cool, Slivers. Congratulations. Is 100 the highest level in Diablo 4 right now? Or is it a game where you can just keep leveling up forever and ever and ever? It was always such a nice thing in World of Warcraft to hit that level cap, level 60 initially, and then say, I've done it. And then they release a DLC, and you realize you gotta do it all over again. When they first raised the level cap from 60 to 70, I remember there being a lot of discussion about how long this should take. Because from level 1 to 60 took me, months of playing, because I didn't know what I was doing, and just kind of bumbling around. And I think that the devs said that getting to level 70 for most players should take about half as long as getting to 60. And it ended up taking me only a couple weeks because I really hammered down. I was playing full time then, maybe even less time then, I'm not sure. But yeah, Silver, congratulations on level 100. Hopefully all of your Diablo dreams come true. I assume that means getting better gear and clearing bigger maps. Whoever else, good luck to you. Hello to you, Grow. It's always nice seeing you, my friend. Hope life's going well for you today. Thank you all for stopping in on this wonderful Monday morning, Sunday evening. Week ahead for you, week ahead for me. Back to teaching again today. Today's one of my favorite days of the semester. Today is the day I teach Ursula K. Le Guin's The Ones Who Walked Away from Omelas. I think of my class as primarily about responding to the question, what's good for us, not just for me? The first portion of the class, now completed, is thinking about that good word. What are some different ways that different societies try to organize themselves to benefit everybody? Because I think most societies have some notion of that, at least explicitly, if not implicitly. And then the second portion of the class is on that us word. What's good for us? Well, who's us? And Ursula Le Guin's story, if you haven't read it, bit of spoilers, not too many, is about a society that's doing really well. Everyone's pretty darn happy and having a great utopian life, except there's one individual who's not quite part of the us. So the good for us leaves someone out. And so I start having these conversations over this week about in what ways can we be more inclusive? Does every bit of happiness require a bit of sadness? This kind of thing. And I think it's often very stimulating for the students because they recognize they care about things they didn't know they cared about. Many of my students will say, I care about my family and friends. And everybody past that, strangers. I owe them nothing. But of course we start discussing, like, what do you actually think about people who you don't know but could know, who are out there living as full lives as you are? You know, what kind of experiences might that lead to? And I think for many students, reading Le Guin is a bit of a blossoming, and I love that so much. I love so much that the students grow before my eyes. That's something that always makes me very happy. Also, Le Guin is the first woman author I'm teaching this semester. It's a weird thing. The first few weeks, it's just a lot of old guys. But I try to include some other perspectives as things go along, and I think for a lot of my female students, they have a moment of oh, this voice I can find more of myself in, and I appreciate that too. So, should be a good day, should be a nice day. I hope. Jim, you went to the largest Pride Festival in Maryland. That's cool. Honestly, I've never been to a Pride Festival. Many of my friends have gone, have said it's been a really liberating, freeing, joyful place for them. I've just managed to miss it so far. That said, every year my students have a big Pride Festival over in Yoyogi Park, the big Central Park-like place in Tokyo, and I've told them that maybe I'll go some year. We'll see. Now, pardon me briefly. I just noticed my green screen is still acting up a little bit, so I'm going to change some things. You're not going to like what you see. I swear it will all be worth it on the other side, though. So first things first, I need to turn off auto-focusing, because it's zooming in and out a little bit. All right, that is better. Good. Past that, what else do I really need to change? We could change the colors. If we go this way, what happens? Becoming a little bit. Oh, there we go. The green screen says no. All right, if we go this way, that's worse. This way is better. Is that there I am? I think I look like this usually. Is that true? Yeah, a little bit less green than before. They're using NVIDIA Broadcaster's OPS. Is someone a streamer and asking streamer questions? Well, yes, Civilian. I use OBS all the way through. There are many other ways to... Oh, green screen's acting up still. Oh, it's when I move. Oh, sparkling's happening still. My apologies. Gotta fix that still. Alright, a little bit farther here. You would have guessed I'm wearing blue? Exactly. It's very strange when the white balances off. As I said before, this is an artifact of my camera, which does not remember settings during restarts. Insert normal conversation here about buying a new camera soon enough. Is that better? Let's see. Save these changes. I think that's better. If you notice sparkles and so on, let me know. Always glad to figure that out. But yeah, I use OBS all the way, and it has been very good for me for a very, very long time. Hey, Foaming Jetty, how you doing, Foaming? I really enjoyed watching your stream over the weekend. What on earth are you playing? I apologize, I can never quite remember what you were playing, but I was in there for a while, and so on. Was I due to doing Mortal Kombat? Yes, I was. I don't know why the Mortal Kombat song came to mind, but it's nice. Kind of write down the correct settings. All right, look here, you, with your reasoning and thinking and so on. I could write down the correct settings. The problem is I always forget to fix the graphics until I'm on stream, and then I'm just doing as quick as I possibly can. And I always forget at that point to write it down. So I could pause right now and write it down, or I can continue complaining. That sounds like more fun for sure. Anyway, hey Dogberry, good seeing you. Dogberry, I hope you saw my messages here on Twitch. If not, no worries. If you did, no one reply, no worries. Just know I was thinking about you. Sincerely, my friend. Dogberry, I hope you're having a very, very good day indeed. So what do I have? Here is what I have. Last week, is that right, last week? Yeah, last week, I brought for you a thing that was happening in Tokyo that I found interesting, but would never, ever go do. And that thing was a let's stare into each other's eyes thing. And, yeah, just not for me. Staring into the eyes of strangers, I feel very uncomfortable. So no, we're not going to do that one. Today, I have yet another thing that is happening in Tokyo that I will never go do, but I want to share it with you anyway. So let me go ahead and pull it up. It is right over here, I believe. Is that true? This button here, I think. Yes, good. Friends, I give to you the... Came from America. There are plenty of music events such as bands, Tokyo's largest barbecue beer garden, America and Tokyo Beer and Barbecue Block Party Cookout! I don't know who this ad is for, but I love it so much. Look how happy these people are. Look at these happy people. So, it is the case, I'm gonna make it a little bigger so you can see a little more easily, embiggen. It is the case, that this place is sponsored by the U.S. Embassy and the Agricultural Trade Office. As I've mentioned previously, the beef growers of America are trying very hard to open up Japan as a market for American meats. Because Japanese meats tend to be relatively high class, the Wagyu and so on, Kobe and so on, and so it tends to be exported to lots of other places around the world to be sold in top-end restaurants. And so the US is trying to come in and say, here, buy our cheap meat to feed the average person who doesn't want to pay big money on it. And so, yeah. Also, I love that the admission fee, free. However, not the eating and drinking. And we can see here, oh boy, look at it all. Are these clams, oysters? I don't know, but there's Seattle cider, basil mint, delicious. Seattle Brewing Company, fish and chips. Over here, a pile of French fries. And then look at all that American meat. Oh boy. And then also, the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet is going to show up and play some music. That's great. There's playground equipment for the children. Oh my goodness. There it is. How exciting. Can you bring in food and drink? No. No. Is smoking allowed? No smoking allowed. Alright. Might be photographed. Good luck. Yeah, I think that's about all you'll see. Except for down here, as you see, the 3 insignias here are... I think it's USA Agriculture, and then the American beef for you, and lastly, US beef, what does that say? Must have been big enough to see this thing. US beef, partially funded by the Beef Checkoff. What's the Beef Checkoff? Is that a play about cows? Checkoff, okay. I thought it was like the American Beef Council. Back when I lived in Nebraska, which is a big agriculture state, there were so many activities and fundraisers and promotions that are funded by the American Beef Council. It was a strange thing, because I'd never lived in an agricultural state before, I was used to things being sponsored by, I don't know, the local big hospital, but in the Nebraska, it's all meats all the time. For sure, for sure, for sure. Anyway, this is the kind of thing you can go do if you're in Tokyo, is enjoy American society its best, including, as Silly noticed, fluffy playground equipment. My suspicion is this is a mistranslation of what, I'm not sure. I'm just like bouncy, maybe? So bottom left of photo is the fluffy playground equipment. Maybe soft? Yeah, I guess the word soft is interesting there. Meant to be, like, not hard. Your children will not break themselves. Oh, maybe puffy. Oh, puffy's possible also. Yeah, I don't have a Japanese language link, nor would that help me. I don't know the word for fluffy. I do know the word for soft, though. Delightful. Look at me learning languages. All right, marching band. Oh, this would be great. Anyway, unlikely to go see that, we'll see. Let's export American food habits to the world. The average life expectancy in the U.S. is something Japan should strive for. I mean, it is the case that ever since the end of the Second World War, Japanese life expectancy, which is the highest in the world, I believe, has been not quite staying as high. There's been an increase in obesity rates and so on here. Because, man, if you look at what the average Japanese person eats for an on-the-go meal, it is just so much sugar. So much sugar everywhere. And yeah, there's been a big move towards more and more meat consumption here. Or previously it had been just fish and rice, traditionally, and soybeans. Now there's a lot of other meals around the world, and yeah, there you go. That's a thing that's happening in Japan. Always look out for things to share with you all. So, we got about 2 minutes till the opening ad break. I guess we'll do a crossword puzzle when we get there. I don't have anything else prepared to talk with you about, except that, like I said, I'm back to teaching and excited about that. I should mention, we decided not to do any more Darkest Dungeon 2. It's a fun game, but it's also a kind of slow and repetitive game. I'm guessing a lot of players had the same kind of experience I did with DD2, which is the first act is a bit of a tutorial, right? Act 1, you just learn how to see resistances and how to push buttons to make things happen. Act 2, the difficulty steps up a bit, and I don't mind difficult games. As you know full well, I play lots of them. But I think one has to start moving in the direction of meta progression, dying, not surviving, in order to unlock more and more skills and resistances and so on. Now, I'm sure there's some player out there who has beaten the entire game with the starting team unlocking absolutely nothing. It just wasn't me. So I think a lot of viewers who are pro-resorty and like watching games I play, we're feeling it was moving a little bit slowly, and so we had a vote on Friday about should we do more DD, and we decided against that. So Dark Dungeon 2, I might play off stream, maybe we'll go back to it at some point, but I think we're done with it for now. Today, we're playing one last game in the Steam Next Fest. It's called Gord, and I do not know why it's called Gord, G-O-R-D, Gord, but I've seen this as well reviewed. I've seen it remarked as having some similarity between it and Witcher, or it and Frostpunk, a game that requires you or requests you to make some hard choices along moral lines. And as you know, that kind of game is one of my favorites. So we'll play it today, we'll enjoy the demo. That said, this demo is quite the large one. I think it was 12 gigabytes of demo, which is definitely a little larger than most demos are, but it downloaded, etc., etc. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Hey, Nairo, it's so good seeing you, Nairo. Hope you're having a good day for sure, my friend. Demonworks, what's up? Okay, friends, we got ourselves an ad break coming presently, so strap on in for 3 minutes of ads, and I'll be over here trying to complete a crossword, which I should have pulled up. I did. This should go quickly, but after the ads, we'll get right to the game. Thank you for watching the ads. I have to say that the ad revenue on the channel, along with the Twitch Turbo revenue, is the top bit of cash I get every month, and so it pays the cat's food. Even though we're spending a little bit less on cat food these days, it does still help. So thank you so much for being part of the community all the way. All right, word after special or photo, probably special ops, photo ops. Storyline shapes, the arcs of stories. Penny Proud and Meg Griffin for 2. So Meg Griffin is the daughter on Family Guy. I don't know who Penny Proud is. I'm guessing they're cartoon characters though, so I'm gonna say tunes. Riveted, wrapped maybe. Occasion to stress about tresses. Tresses is one's hair, so salon appointments, new haircuts, who knows. Bird that caws, presumably that's the crow. Entered nonchalantly, slipped in possibly, but let's do some downs and see what is going on. Urkai and others in Lord of the Rings are orcs, of course. Cuts back as pairs. Specialization of a reporter who covers games. Well, it's going to be sports something, or sports something. Yeah, I'm not sure what, though. What truants rack up? Surely absences. Good. Sewer rodents, gosh, that's a rat. Burnable storage media. So it's CDs, or CD-ROMs. Is it going to be just CDRs? I don't like that at all, but okay. People known for picking stuff up. So it could be weightlifters, it could be movers, it could be garbage men, garbage people. I apologize, not sure which one. Vending machine, no. Tilting. Not allowed to tilt the vending machine, nor the pinball machine that. Mine output is ore. Chances, odds. Get exactly, that's to nail. Match as audio and video. Syncing. Is calling them garbage people better. Waste management technicians. I think that's the better one, right? Annoying little brother say. It could be twerp, possibly? I'm not sure on that one. Occasion to stress about tresses is bad hair day. Entered nonchalantly is strolled in instead. Whoops, strolled. How you may feel after yoga. Gosh, I feel sore. My wife, though, feels serene. My wife is going to a new yoga teacher here in Japan, and he is pretty well convinced that people who have Asian lineage and European lineage have different spine configurations, such as the way in which they're taught yoga should be quite different. Noms is not so sure on this, but she's having to relearn and try different ways of moving her back, especially while doing her asanas. And she said it just feels different so far. It's not clear whether it's actually better for her little Asian body, but who knows? Spinogenics, exactly. Rotisserie rod's a spit. 20, already got that one. Like a good password. Gosh, it's strong. A nickname found inside of Jessica Biel. So we can see the eye there, and so let's work on both sides of the eyes. It's Abby. There you go. Add some heat in the kitchen or bedroom. Oh my. So it's something involving spice it up or something, but spice it up won't fit. Spice things up, I assume. Both food and one's love life. See 32 down. With 32 across, game show whose contestants were passengers. This is the lovely game Cash Cab, which is a New York City game in which you get into a taxi, and then people, or the driver says, "Ha-ha, you're in the Cash Cab!" And then you can win money by answering trivia questions. I would have so enjoyed being on that game, but I've never gone to New York City but once. Neo-blank is a genre for HBO's Perry Mason. Neo-noir, I assume. Cool again. So they have cool here as being in, or hip, or trendy. I can't imagine what though. A punny one might read, "Sorry you feel so waffle." It's a get well soon card, or get well card, but sorry you feel so waffle? Does this include a little picture of a breakfast looking very sad with a little thermometer in it? I can see the image already. I can't draw the image, but I can see it. Cool again is retro. And then lastly, fondue cheese perhaps. It's often Gouda. Alright, very good, very good. strong progress in our first few minutes here. Ad break's over. I think I have nothing else to talk about. So let's get right into the game now. Move ourselves into a little game called Gord. Very good, very good. Also, I want to say I've appreciated that we can do the no emote only mode, and you all don't spoil everything. So thank you for being a friends in that sense. Fairness says you played Gord before. A little booth at the state fair, we get a Gord and spin it like a top. I think that's exactly what this is. It's all your favorite fair games, like that one where you try to shoot out the paper, but it's not quite possible to get all the parts of the stars. Some months back, I watched a series of YouTube videos about how all fair games are rigged. and like the best way you can possibly, potentially win at any of them. And how, like, there are just tricks and so on that make you think you're going to win at fair games, but in fact, you're just not going to. Which makes sense, right? Obviously, if everyone was a winner at a fair game or a carnival game, they'd lose money, even though apparently the prizes, even those like giant bears one might get, are incredibly, incredibly cheap. When I was a kid, I very much enjoyed playing the ring toss, where you take a ring and have to throw it over a cylinder, often a beer bottle, I believe. And yeah, I was very bad at it. And I learned later that the cylinder is actually bigger than it appears to be. It's not a standard-sized beer bottle, but instead one's a little bit thicker, so the ring does not go on easily. And also there's some like angling that's done with the beer bottle. It's not straight on, we might think. Anyway, the best way to win is to be hired by the booth owner to show people how that winning is possible. Be a stooge, it's the way to go. The scene reminds me of the character suddenly screaming. Suddenly singing. This screen reminds me of a character select screen in Diablo 2. Yeah, I haven't played Diablo 2, but I definitely know a lot of fantasy RPGs with scenes like this one. So let's get clicking, let's get seeing who or what is the stylized Gord. So the full game is available on August 8th, apparently. Many of the other demos we've seen and played during Steam Next Fest have been ones that will come out eventually. Very few of them had promised release dates, but this one does. Also, if you weren't here on the Saturday stream, you won't know we did try the new Clay game called Mind Over Magic, where you're going to build a little wizarding academy, and then an auto-battler happens also, where little children wizards go off to fight the forces of evil, and yeah, it's a fun game. Clay always makes a good game, so we'll probably play that one when it finally releases. But I am curious, what other Next Fest games did you try? Are there any that are really popping out that you love, that you're keeping your eye on? I haven't gotten to try all the ones I wanted to try. Jump Flight Odyssey, for instance, is a neat little spaceship builder game that many of you recommended, but I downloaded it and just haven't had time. Because as I mentioned, this weekend was the slow march of grading. It all got done about 9 p.m. last night. Woo! Woo! Trapped you won a giant bear once, an absolute albatross the rest of the day. Yeah, that giant bear looks amazing up on the shelf, but then you have to carry it. And then presumably it gets home, and it's like, oh, it's the best thing ever, but it takes up so much room. If you have to move, I mean, you have to like put it into a box or a bag. I don't even know. Monstro Norland. I don't know if you're the first one who mentioned that. I did download Norland also. I was planning to play it on Saturday after I played an hour or so of the new Clay game, but I got sucked into the Clay game and didn't play anything else, unfortunately. So it's how it goes. You missed Mind Over Magic? It's really good, Dogberry. It's really, really good. A little bit unpolished in places, a little bit janky in places, but it was so much fun. Anyway, let's get this thing started, and I will stop saying words, and then get back to saying words again. Here is the game difficulty page. I'm intending to play standard, just see how it goes, but you can see on the far right side of your screen, this is my left hand. Did you see that? I said right and held my left hand. See over there, permadeath is possible. If you want to play where when things are bad, they're really bad, you can definitely do that if you'd like to. On the far right-hand side, you'll see the casual difficulty. The gods are on your side. You start with lots of resources. The enemies are weak. The subjects heal and gain faith faster, and the land is full of treasures. and then everywhere in between. We'll just start with standard and then see how it goes. Hey Foaming, your friend tried Super Fantasy Kingdoms. It was a meta progression game. Yeah. I go back and forth on meta progression. You've heard me rant about this over the past week with Darkest Dungeon 2, so I'll restrain it now. If it feels too much like a game wants you to continue playing, but does not give you a reason to continue playing other than, here, get stats, I just don't like it. There needs to be something hidden. Like, I recognize that World of Warcraft is a game where not only do they want you to keep playing, but they also want you to keep paying. Like, how do they keep people going for years and years and years? Well, when you accomplish things, they have a bright gold explosion. Darkest Dungeon 2 needs more bright golden explosions, and then I would keep playing it forever. Yeah, it needs to show on the screen, congratulations, you've unlocked a new thing, and then all of your friends yell, ding, which indicates celebration at your leveling up. That's what I need in my life. Alright, we start the game here.
Over the years, Calanthea grew. A campaign to unite the South is almost over. As we speak, my son is directing our army against the remaining forces of the Southern Resistance. Once we're done there, we shall take the North. It's filled with all sorts of vile creatures, but also rich in the gold that I need. Only a few barbaric tribes are desperate enough to inhabit these lands. As my steward, you will have one of them at your disposal. The Tribe of the Dawn. Secure the Golden Route before our army arrives. My emissary Edwin will watch your progress. Fail me, and you will face a fate much worse than any of the savages you've ever fought before.
Hello
The
again.
Tribe of the Dawn was always a humble community of Dabo worshippers. Their elder, Bogdan, is neither a warrior nor a strategist. When the Calanthians came with their threats and promises, they had no choice but to obey. They agreed to guide them through the Lazatian forests, hoping for peace and survival.
Okay then, we learned a tremendous number of things kind of quickly there. We learned that we are the steward of some mighty king. Now, from Crusader Kings 3, I know full well about what it is to be a steward. My job is to raise the taxes and to change the culture, maybe occasionally help with improving developments. Also, you may have noticed I forgot to put on a jacket and tie before stream started, and so I did that while the camera was off. Maybe next time I'll turn off the camera and come back with a silly hat. One never quite knows. So we're going to a hostile area in the north, where there are barbarians and other unusual, strange beasties, and we have the Tribe of the Dawn at our side. Bogdan is the leader. Alright, we'll look after Bogdan and try to keep him alive, I assume. Ooh, you're awake.
Here we are, steward. No wonder our king chose you for this mission. You're more than worthy of this disgusting land. Are you sure we're in the right place? Where is that meek old coward who calls himself a leader?
Welcome, my lord. I am Bogdan, elder of the Tribe of the Dawn. I will guide you through the Lasatian woods. But, if I may, where are your warriors?
The king's forces will come when the time is right. Until then, we are your new masters.
As pledged, my lord. My tribe will follow the orders of the King's Steward. They are your people now. I trust you'll take good care of them.
We will, if they do their work. Did they find a place to set up camp?
Yes, sir. Our scouts have found a good spot for our first Gord. A nearby pond should provide enough reeds and food to start a small settlement.
Okie dokie. My camera is having trouble. I look like I'm dropping frames, but I am not dropping frames. Is it that way to you also? This is no good. Robot Zordy online. Well, how do we fix this one? That's exciting. I may need to lower the game settings. Demo's always a good time. It looks smooth there. Wait, really? So on my end, when I look at the OBS window, like I really am chicking. Looks fine for you. Okay, in that case, I'll ignore myself and trust that it's fine. That's really weird. I've never had that happen before, where I see myself looking bad, and you all see it looking good. It's usually exactly the opposite. Strange. All right, who knows? Let me go ahead and crystal clear HD handsome fellow. OU. I do want to set it up so the audio can be heard in the background if possible. So if I tab away, it doesn't suddenly get silent. But maybe it's not possible in this case. Okay, I don't see a music in background setting quite yet. Enable Twitch subject profiles. I'm sorry. Enable Twitch subject profiles to appear in character selection screen when starting a custom scenario. In that case, we're not doing a custom scenario yet, but it appears to be the case I'll be able to make you all in the game eventually, and then order you around. Terran, go do this. Fernanthus, do that. Foaming Jetty, I'm sending you to battle. So it looks like nothing of the sort. That's fine. That intro cutscene, super cool. I always appreciate when developers take the time to have interesting and diverse characters who are voice acted also. Like definitely that old man character reminds me of some people we've seen before in Diablo games. And that little fellow with the chain, who is not the steward, because we're the steward, is, I don't know. So often one thing that happens early in fantasy RPGs is someone close to you dies, and it sets a crisis where now you're in charge. My greatest hope is that little guy dies, and I won't feel bad. I'll feel joyous. So it is a great way to have the mood set of the old man's trying his best and the short fellow's not doing well. Move ye the camera. The camera, it is moving. Zoom ye in, zoom ye out. Rotation, Q and E.
My lord, please order our subjects to move. We should follow our scouts' footsteps. We are not safe here.
Alright, it is the case I'm blocking part of the text. Let me move myself over just slightly. Good. Alright, here are our subjects. You can see the living ones. Does that mean I will rule over an army of the dead and damned? I can't wait. Detailed information displayed on their portraits, like profession, health, sanity, and current modifiers. So here are professions, apparently. We got a pot guy, a deer guy, a blacksmith guy, a fire person, and someone with some sticks. Perfect. They all appear to be a little sleepy. Select ye a subject. Alright. Hello to farmer person, possibly? Switch selection between subjects. Boop. Can I learn about them yet, or... Guard subject, guard, okay. Tybalt, the son of Branisha. Monica, the daughter of Drogmira. No idea. Dr. Nixon, thank you so much for the resubscription. It's been good to have you here all the way through. Appreciate you sharing your Prime sub with us. Out of all the other many channels you could have chosen, you chose ours. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come along, all of you, to Death and Glory. So left-click control would add more units. Right-click orders them around. We're supposed to go over here. Boop. We did learn in the opening that the Gord, that is say what the name of the game is a village. Starting village apparently is a Gord. Now, is there a language that any of you know where the word Gord, G-O-R-D, means a language? Or not language, sorry, a village? Because not one I know even a little bit. Also, little Monica is running slowly behind. Little Monica, be careful.
Wretched wolves, those are the bodies of our scouts. There isn't much for us to bury, but it seems like one got away. With Dabo's help, he'll find his way back to us.
My sense is the voice acting should be a little bit louder. I'm not talking over top of it, but it does feel like you all probably can't hear as well as you'd like to. So let me turn up that volume slightly. Sally Theodora, gotta press that prime button. You see the button, you push the button, you receive thank you. I hope it never becomes that way. I hope I never become a vending machine. Push the button. Thank you, Sally. Back to my game. Sally, sincerely, thank you for your generosity for many, many months of good modding and all the rest. Means the world. Means the world. So, wolves have come and eaten our scouts, but one scout is safe somewhere. Here be the map. Here be the map. The mini-map gives you a top-down view of the surrounding terrain with all sorts of interactive objects marked appropriately. By using the filters, I can hide and show every category of the objects available on the map. So here are the filters. Here are the filters. I don't know what they mean, but cool. Google says that Gord might be a medieval Slavonic term. Dogberry, thank you. Google says that if it's not Gord the game, it might be Heartburn instead. Oh, GERD, right? G-E-R-D is an acronym for gastric something reflux disease, I believe. Maybe GERD. That's how it goes. May I get the options menu yet? I don't think so. The Senses view provides you with additional tactical information about your surroundings, including highlighting enemies, interactive objects, displaying sanity and faith gain, and displaying a selected subject's range of sight and range of hearing. Here's Monica. Left menu. A lot of important information is displayed in the panels on the left menu. Notifications, obligatory main quests, optional side quests, and an information panel regarding whatever I have selected. This game is feeling more and more complex, even in these first few moments. I'm getting certain feelings of, is this going to be like Kenshi? I don't want to assume that, but if it is, even in the direction of Kenshi, I'll be very, very happy. So long as I don't have to do endless mining. We'll see. So here we have Monica. What does Monica do? She loves the winter. She's weak to her blood boiling. I mean, I think I might also be weak to my blood boiling. Alright, real quick, I'd like to move up the volume of voiceover. Alright, that's not possible, is it? It's already 100. Give me a second to try to change the volume in another place. In Loudon. Cat. And then I'm going to inquieten the music and SFX just a little bit. I think they were okay. We'll see. Whoops. Apply those settings. Thank you. Okay. My first Gord. Reach ye the pond. There's a comment about there being wolves somewhere for us to interact with. But I don't see the wolves. I just see our poor dead friends. So, here's our cart. A wagon abandoned in haste. Broken carts may yet hold treasures left by those who fled. How do we search this? Maybe right-clicking? How about I order you to search it? 50 gold. Hey, we're rich. Are we allowed to take apart our friends' bodies? No, they're not mouse-overable. Now, we're told that there's a view called Tactical View that would show me things I can interact with. So this is range of senses. Would I pick up the gold now? Wait, how's this work? I hope these foreign lords don't work us to death. I'm definitely going to work you to death. That's how it goes. What's this? It's purple. Okay, I'm guessing that these items are outside of sight range, but within hearing range, maybe. So we hear the rustle of the trees, etc., etc. I'm sure there's something important here that I am missing, some kind of big treasure, but let's continue along following our tutorial adventure. Someone just said something over here, I believe. I thought we were waiting for something. There might be someone inside the, Yeah, what if they're spies? Learning about our Gord's defenses. Oh, I think that's Dobrogoth speaking. What do we see here? Some red herbs. Combat. Enemies can have multiple attacks, special abilities, and buffs too. Some may attack the closest subject while others focus on the weakest. Use strategy, subject professions, items, and strengths to prevail in your battles. Oh boy, pokins and bears. Pokins and bears. On the right-hand side, I see some deer. I hear the sound of wolves, though. So where are the wolves? Okay, there they are. I wonder if there's a way to see them ahead of time. Now, who has what professions? I see a variety of little knives. I see Monica, who has, I don't know what kind of weapon you have, a torch. And back here I have an archer guy, and Thibaut has about the same. So we're just going to fight it out for now. Well done, well done. Enemies attacked our brother Dobrogost. Nonetheless, Dobrogost won. Full health still. Is it possible for me to learn about our people? Yes, I'd like to do that. So Dobrogost is a martial artist. However, he fears Polaz. Polaz is a kind of enemy, apparently. That's that. Hey, hit people guy, how's it going? Did I change the welcome to chat message? Yes. For the first time ever, our channel has a welcome to chat message that people have to agree to before they're allowed to chat. I'm not sure if it's too long. It might be. So I need to probably rethink how long it is. But yes, it is the case that I have a welcome to chat message now. Twitch sent me a little message saying, here are things you can do to make your channel better. I decided to do one of them. But there you go. Alright, Polaz is a kind of a snake in Slavic. Okay, so it seems this game is using a lot of Slavic terms. You're an adult. Insofar as an adult character, presumably there will also be, children, adult, mature, or elderly. The elderly people will die of old age. That feels bad. He's a clay worker currently. I have no items to give him. You can see here his various levels in this and that. Over here, all of his stats. What's that 8 mean though, I wonder? Huh? I'm sure we'll learn what that 8 means eventually, but we'll see. Have I considered enabling hype chats? I can't turn off hype chats. We're stuck with them. That little lightning bar there. That's how it goes. Hey, Velico, thank you very much for your kindness. I'm glad you're enjoying our channel. Apparently, no, definitely I enjoy it also. Definitely. Next up, let's learn about Monica. She's unable to learn mining. She's a scout. So I wonder if that means she can see farther than others? Oh, okay. So I'm guessing the 8 refers to the positive and negative modifiers that are happening. So positive, martial artist gives you sanity. That you're alive is a positive modifier. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine what would happen if you're not alive as far as your sanity goes. This character likes exploring. I wonder what all will determine the happiness of our characters. What I do know, though, is the enemy appears to drop nothing. So we could stop and get some herbs. I think that'd be a good idea. So Monica the Scout, let's send you over to fetch some herbs. Is it right-clicking to get them, or... Yeah. Oh, okay. They don't go into the inventory. Instead, they're just for healing right away. And there's mushrooms here also. They can be picked by foragers and processed into food in a forager's hut. So I don't have any foragers yet. I have a... whatever Laurelin is. Laurelin, what are you? A wheat farmer. Okay. On we go. Oh gosh, more wolves. So stealth is indeed a thing in this game, and they show up quite quickly. Dobregast, beat things on that one. A medium wolf. Thibaut, you engage that one. Monica and Hamid and Laura Lynn, you stand back for right now. Oh gosh, who's that? Got rocked? Laura Lynn is downed. Incapacitated. Okay, so Dober, whatever your name is, turn and save Laura Lynn. Back up again. So far the fights seem like absolute chaos. We're told to use strategy, etc., but as of right now, our characters are just, absolutely random little creatures. I'm hoping eventually we get armor and so on. But again, I think there's no way for us to loot these bodies. We can now go heal up, though, with the lovely little plants over here. Thibaut, back on his feet. I think characters may heal up while out of combat also. There's a bunny? Huh. Alright, we have nearly arrived. I wonder if I should be sending my scout forward. Maybe they're more likely to see the wolves. Anyway, we have arrived.
Sir, we've reached the pond our scouts told us about. It is indeed a fine location for a Gord. Okay. We have access to water, reeds, and other resources here. But first, let's build a palisade. These wooden walls will be the main defense of our new settlement.
Defense clap. Thank you, old man. This panel, the upper panel, I have to say I really like this decision for the tutorial. They're unlocking more and more parts of the UI as they go along. As many of you know, some games we play here just begin with the full UI up, and the new player experience is, where do I even look? Which of these matters most? By explaining step by step, I think it's a very, very good decision. So the upper panel shows you your various resources, also shows the game's three main parameters: the Gord's growth, the Gord's sanity, and the Gord's faith. I gotta say, the word Gord, I don't know. I don't mean to speak ill of Slavic folks, or their language. I'm sure Gord's a perfectly fine word. But I can't say it without thinking immediately of, like, fall food. The Thanksgiving dish. It's just a weird choice for a game's name, but it's also quite endearing, so I'll probably keep playing it. Alright, woods and reeds are used to build structures to level 1. You know a guy named Gord? Wait, is that their given name, Demon? Or is that what they just are nicknamed as? I can imagine the name Gord as a nickname, up there with, like, Nacho or Big Dog, perhaps. But I don't know. Every subject's upkeep is food. It prevents them from starving, which heavily influences their sanity. Does it? Which will be introduced later in the campaign. Gold is required by the military, which again will be introduced later in the campaign. Clay and iron are used for upgrading structures. So wooden reeds, basic structures, clay and iron later. Here be the action menu. Three things you can do: construction, population, and incantation. Through the construction menu, you can build new structures, grouped by category, as well as preview the growth tree. The population menu provides you with a list of all of your subjects, whom you can easily group to your liking. That's right, you all I like. You all work in the mines. The new birth progress bar shows how long you must wait for a new child to be born in your community. One at a time, please, one at a time. Plato claims that overpopulation is the greatest cause of war and poverty. So he says it must be essential that our small cities do not make too many kids at once. Apparently we in the Gord agree. The incantation menu is used for casting spells. will be introduced later in the campaign also. Here's how we build. Pick ye an available structure from the construction menu. So structures in this game are apparently pre-designed. You just drop them where they are and see how that goes. Instead of saying, oh, I want a building of this size, etc., etc., etc. Alright. So build, area, menu, good. More info! Oh boy! I wish to now say thank you to the developers. I always love a good encyclopedia. Where the other parts of the game have been unlocking step by step by step, I believe this one is entirely unlocked. So what do you think, friends? Instead of playing the game's tutorial, should we read every single one of these menus? Who doesn't love a good reading stream? But that is amazing. Amazing how much detail there is here. Build ye the palisade. Start building the palisade. So you can see there are certain requirements necessary. Can't be too large, can't be too small. Okay. The water is here. Is the possibility to put the palisade across the water? Looks like no. I'm just going to accept the game's wisdom, we'll call it, and throw it in the middle here. Probably in the future you can make interesting decisions about how you want to lay things out. We appear to have, is that one gate only? Oh! Oh! You can change the shape of your walls. It's limited by current location. Maybe the light radius matters. So I don't see anything about light here in the list of requirements. Yeah, if you move far away, you can see what's wrong. So one thing is you do have to be in a visited area, so you can't use it for scouting. So I think that is something to say with our light level. We can go back this way because we've been there before. Yeah, back this way we've been before, so that would be possible, but... And this is the gate, so can I move the gate elsewhere or no? Here we go. Rotate the palisade with Q and E. Oh boy, time for a horror. Dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay. Yes, spin, my beauty, spin! I have no idea where things should be, so I'll just accept this, reset as defaults, and that's fine for now. So it takes 155 wood, we have that. How does building work now? Enter the name of the Gord, or let us choose one. Okay, good. Okay, we're currently paused. If I unpause, write your feedback. When we're done today, let's write a little letter to the developers. I always love that. Now, unfortunately, with the way my firewall settings are set up, this often fails. And so I type a little message, take way too long on doing so, and then push submit, and the pop-up comes up of, it cannot be sent. And then my little heart breaks, but fine. Alright, so if we unpause now, do our people begin to build? So the gate's out here. Now, I'm guessing at this point, everyone's a laborer. Yeah, so if there's no work to do, everyone will come try to do it. Sorry, no specific work to do, they'll default some other kind of work.
Good. The palisade will keep us safe. Now, we need to think of how to make use of the resources we have.
So initially, when I saw there was a work location at every part of the palisade, I worried they'd have to build every piece of the palisade all the way through. But, cool. Let's do our resources.
Hold on, old fool. This is just a minor stop on our way to the cartographer. He's waiting for us with instructions on how to reach the gold. I don't want to grow roots in this dump.
So Edwin the Emissary, the true enemy of the tutorial, continues yammering on about how unimportant my little base is.
My lord, I promise we will move on as soon as we have fortified our current position. For now, I suggest building a lumber mill, a forager's hut, and a thatchery.
I'll do that, Bogdan. Thank you for the good suggestions.
lumber mill does sound useful. Fine then. But be quick about it, Steward.
We'll do what we can, Edwin. So I wish it were the case that Edwin were a character in the game world. It'd be really cool if the people who are telling what to do actually existed. So I could send Edwin to be eaten by the wolves. Here come new structures. The lumber mill first. A lumber mill allows lumberjacks to process felled trees into wood. So no one is currently specialized as a lumberjack. I wonder if they'll become such by doing that job, or do they have a preferred thing they always want to be, and then they'll try to revert back to that prior job if it's available. Okay, am I allowed to build outside of my little base? No, I think it has to be inside the palisade no matter what. All those fine trees out there. We'll just start with the ones that are inside. No problems. And so, can I rotate this also? The R key is not the way to rotate. R key brings up Gord statistics, which allows you to check current and historical data on the settlement's development progress. Cool. Sounds good. Is it auto-rotating, maybe? I'm not quite sure what it's doing. But okay. Here be wood and such. There they go. See the little bar filling up. So Laura Lynn's not playing along. She's sleepy. Professions. Here we go. Professions determine what adults can and can't do. To switch a sub-profession, order them into a relevant structure with the available work slot. If they're a gatherer, they'll automatically begin gathering if the desired resource is available in the visited part of the map. So maybe gathering is a generalized profession that includes lumberjacking and, I don't know, picking berries perhaps. Is lumberjacking actually a word? Hewing feels better than lumberjacking. So would you use a gatherer again? Laurel, is that you? You're a wheat farmer. What are you again? Hello, a hunter, pot maker, etc. Laura Lynn, I have no wheat, so in you go. This does switch profession to lumberjack. I do wonder if there are better and worse characters for this. But for now, Laura Lynn, get choppin'. And then we'll throw Dobrost in there also, and Thibaut for now as well. Good. Is this banished? It might be. It might be banished. I think what it says is banished, yes. We got a little pop-up here. The lumber mill hath been built. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. I think this is how much wood they're currently carrying. And in the middle indicator is how much wood is left in that tree. I don't understand how they are getting their wood without cutting down the tree. But okay, cool. I think it's my first moment of immersion breaking. I love it. I love it though. All right. Am I allowed to build other things while we're waiting, or no? No. Gotta wait for that bit to happen. We could speed up the game, but I'm okay with this. Just hacking off some pieces. I hope it doesn't fall on their heads. There have been a number of games I've played recently where trees can cruelly kill your fine folks. I think I am dropping some frames real quick. Let me turn down the game settings just slightly. This tends not to happen, but demos are what they are. So let's move graphics quality to, you know, let's try high instead of epic and see what happens. Is that better? That's better. Dwarf Fortress PTSD? Absolutely. Okay, so Laura Lynn has got herself a trunk, and she's dragging it home now. This reminds me of, who knows? Some medieval town building game. You had to make wells in the middle of the city. And you could see an ox carrying things back and forth. Work, my oxes, work. Not banished. It was like banished also, though. It's another game people said is this is banished. The gathering range of the lumber mill has been changed auto-magically. So can we see that? Okay, I wonder if it's going to shift from here over to here once this tree is done. Can I change that? I can take it apart. Auto-gathering activated. Subject gathers resources from a generated gathering range. When depleted, a notification will display, and the range will automatically adjust to the next nearest source of resources. Okay, so you can probably order them to pick from one particular place or to move around as they go. Got it. A game where you're a lord. Yeah. So the game I'm thinking of was one where you could push a button and your third-person omniscient perspective would instead become you're walking through the city itself. Now, this is not an Anno game, because I know that had it also, but a game similar to that. It wasn't Valheim, because it's definitely third-person more often than not. I don't recall what it's called, though. Next up is Ye Olde Thatchery. Thatchery allows thatchers to process water cane into reed. Okay. Medieval Dynasty? Manor Lords. It was Manor Lords. Thank you for knowing that. Manor Lords indeed. Presumably, the reeds are outside the gate. So I'll put this over by the gate. Now, Manor Lords was a game that I appreciate what they were doing with it. I think it was part of Steam Next Fest last year. I don't know if it's any nearer to a release date or how the demo's going, but there are a lot of medieval-style colony builders. Now, that said, I've been told that what's different about Gord is storyline, and storyline in which your characters will have to make hard choices, like in Frostpunk. So I'm excited for that for sure. We're still dropping frames. It might look totally smooth to you all, but I must fix this. All right, no more rain allowed. What does SSAO stand for? Screen space ambient occlusion. Realistic shading detail to the cost performance. Nope. I want an ugly game, thank you. It seems to be going more smoothly now. Gather some reed. So I need to assign people to the readery now. That's right, we have no library, we only have a readery. And then everybody's working. As you can see on the right-hand side, they do change their profession over to gatherers and lumberjacks and so on. So no more hunters, etc., etc. There they go. Now, leaving the town, I don't know if they're likely to be set upon by enemies. Got a little hopping frog here. Ribbit indeed. There are those mushy rooms also. They can be used for foraging eventually. Probably our basic food sooner or later. And now I wonder if we have any food at all. So we can see how our gourd doth grow. More things happen too. A lot of which is the gathering range of the lumber mill changing. So one tree has been defeated, and one presumably to go. I noticed also that as our characters went through the gate there, it immediately closed after itself. So hopefully there's no way for enemies to run in while your characters are running out. And we can see that our characters have had modification now to their modifiers. Previously they had 8, now they have only 7. So that what they've lost is being in the light. Also, this person's bummed because they're... Okay, so these aren't only modifiers to mood, they're modifiers to anything. So you get less fighting experience. Also, a lack of torchlight. Now, I have one character with a torch. I believe it was Monica. No. I believe it was... I don't know. Who knows?
You people are used to starvation, but I am not. Steward, order these peasants to bring me some food.
Is it possible that Edwin is the worst character in all of gaming history? Like, for one, he's gold-plated, looking like Mr. T while everyone else is starving. Number 2, clearly not an attractive human being. Number 3, just really unpleasant through and through. I gotta say, as far as villains go, he's pretty bad indeed.
Sire, if I may, our people had some rations saved, but we will run out soon. We really need to start gathering food.
Alright, Bogdan. Food. The subjects need to eat. Hungry people lose their sanity quickly. Food can be obtained by certain professions through trading or found by exploring the level. So one thing to do is to go fishing, and then we saw those mushrooms also. So foraging is the way we go. And we know there's mushrooms right there. I do wonder where our characters will go after they get those mushrooms. Maybe I have to explore more outside to get that. Is there any way to rotate this? Okay, Q and R does rotate it also. I don't know why that didn't work previously. Maybe I just misclicked. I guess I need to take someone to work on this. So, Dobrogost. You, my friend, move slowly. And so you're going to move around, building as you can. I do wonder if building experience, because it's wielding a hammer, also gives a character experience to fighting. Don't know how that quite works yet. Alright, the Thatchery is also changing its collection area. So I'm guessing our characters will find their way along the side of the lake. Probably as characters go outside, they let us know what they can see. But will they wander their way into enemies? I worry. I see that as we're cutting down trees, our little tree, well, can't see it now, but I can see our little tree there was filling in its colors. It's dark towards the top and light towards the bottom. I wonder if that top is the maximum we can store right now. And so as we get closer to max, I should probably move people off of that job elsewhere. But here is growth. Building and upgrading more versatile structures raises the Gord's growth. Reaching a certain level of growth unlocks new types of structures and allows us to house even more subjects.
The settlement's growth has significantly increased.
Alright, so the Gord is now called a settlement. I wonder what level 1 was. Maybe a colony or a hole in the ground. So the Gord's growth represents the overall architectural advancement of the Gord. All Gord growth influencing factors are the structures we have and special structures we have. Got it. Dobrogost, you're now going to get some food. And like I said, we're very high on food, so I'm going to ask Thibaut to come move here as well. You going? You going. Good. Outside they go to pick some mushrooms. I want to go through and see if any character would be especially good at picking stuff. Fast and Forest. Flair for fighting, flair for exploring, martial arts. Now, here are their skills. So Dobrogost is almost... he is level 3 on cutting. So more cutting efficient. Food perhaps a little lower. On Hammond...
Sire, thank you for
not sure. We'll try eventually.
Even though starvation won't make us bleed, it will weigh heavily upon our subjects' mental state. If we neglect their sanity, they will flee our rule.
So food is necessary to keep the peasants from revolting. Bread, where are the circuses? Hey, Abernathy, have I heard of the game Norland? Yeah. A few other people have mentioned it. It's a game I intend to play. Does anybody know if the demo for Norland will work after today? I know today is the last day of the Steam Next Fest, but some of the demos released during it stop working later today, and others continue on to the future. For example, the demo of the new Clay game, Mind Over Magic, continues through, I believe, the 8th or so. And so I'm curious if Norland will continue. Because if it will, I guess we can try Norland on tomorrow's stream. Yeah, so many games to try, for sure. I did download it either way, so we can check it out later. Sammy, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for being here. Hope you're having a good day for sure. I was planning to go back to Stellaris or some other Paradox game fairly soon here, but there are many others I want to try also. Okay.
Insubordinance like that should be punishable by death. Feeble minds. In Calanthea, we would give our soldiers some wine to calm their nerves before the battle.
So Bogdan wants us to be nice to our people. Edwin wants us to be cruel to our people. I do wonder if eventually we'll have a moment of hard decision where do we decide to rule with the village elder, making a nice community of peacefulness, enjoying the smoke leave, etc., or will we be with Edwin, attempting to rule by fear instead? Now, you can already guess how I'll decide on that, but it'll be cool if there is a clear break in ruling styles. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Marks, you mentioned the Fey games a few times, and a few other people have also. Now, are the Fey games newly released, or have they been out for a while? Because I think one of my issues is, like, as a streamer, not as a person, a streamer, if I play older games, some people go, seen it before, and don't really want to come in. So I'm trying to stream newer games more often, just to keep the stream healthy and growing and so on. But
My lord, we don't have wine here, but we do pride ourselves on making a great drinking mead.
Dear developers, we don't have wine here, but we do proud ourselves? Bogdan said pride. Developers, this demo is unplayable.
Mead, you say? That doesn't sound too bad.
Here's the way of amusing our people. We fill their bellies and then get them drunk, for sure.
However, the basic comfort of staying within the range of a torchlight helps a lot in our sanity regeneration. Our scouts can provide light to everyone venturing outside of the palisade, but I would recommend to build both a meadery and scouts tower.
This is interesting. The scouts provide light outside. I wonder if the scouts tower sends a character along to look after the person who's out gathering, or instead of it be a giant spotlight, they shine on the gathering person. We'll see.
Yes. But let's start with the meadery, shall we?
Making booze, making a giant tower too. Hey Taryn, new Fable game might be fun to stream if they're anything like the old ones. Lots of moral choice to make. Absolutely. My only problem playing a Fable game is I believe I've heard quite a bit of like, the person makes this game is terrible. Don't do that. I don't want to talk about it over and over again, but we'll see. Fable though I've heard very good things about. I like RPGs, so we'll see. Uh-oh. Okay. For a moment there, the clicking did nothing. So we've unlocked a new thing, namely our sanity level. Along with growing, here is how sane we be. The Gord sanity represents the average mental health of all subjects under the rule. It affects the pace at which our children are born. Most common Gord sanity influencing factors, there you go. The only negatives right now are people who are in the dark. And that's it. Cap. Sanity recovery. To recover sanity and avoid experiencing mental afflictions, try using the yellow herbs or a meadery. You can also stand in light or near carvings, kill enemies or receive rewards in quests or trade-off choices. Build ye the meadery. Is that an advanced building? It is. I wonder what's going to go into the meadery to make the mead. So probably building this building requires us to, build more buildings afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to take one of the reed people, I guess, and invite them to go build that and then get to meeting. Alright, friends, been about an hour of playing this game. Time for us to take a brief little break. 3 minutes of ads are coming up. During those 3 minutes, you'll miss absolutely no gaming at all. All you'll miss is a man trying to figure out a crossword, like your grandpa used to. That's me, Grandpa Resorti, live on stream. Back in 3 minutes with additional game, and thank you for being here for sure. Crossword games, I agree. Alright, Guinness who said, that's no moon. That's Alec Guinness. Also, are you sure my video is not lagging. Like, it really seems laggy to me. Is it still smooth? I don't think it is. I think I need to change the settings quite a bit, because on my end, like, even clicking from place to place is lagging. You see no delay. What on earth is this? I've never had it, again, I've never had where when I see things here, it's not smooth, and for you it is smooth. Good job, computer, making it beautiful, you all. Jacked. Swole. A Dalmatian name. So I know about the 101 Dalmatians. I know Dalmatia is a place also. I have no idea. Okay, what's the down? They may clash. Egos, surely. Economy expert. So economy can mean to, like, save something. Thoreau wrote an essay on economy? Not sure. Kyujo blank, a noodle dish. That's Kyujo udon, no doubt. A meaty spread is probably a pate. Dalmatian name. Snot? Smot? Slot? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea at all. Ruin or update as furniture. Ruin or update as furniture. So like reupholster. I have no idea. Type of saxophone, surely an alto. Oh, it's this. Specialization reporter who covers games. The sports beat. I like it. Let's get down to the C here. Later in Latin. Probably it's ciao. That's right, ciao. That's how you say that word. Ruin or update as furniture is to stain. Oh, okay. So staining a piece of wood furniture with, you know, varnish or something. Cool. Buenos Aires musical. Evita. Which I almost immediately started singing for you, but I held myself back. Because the part I wanted to sing is a very high part by the Evita character, and I cannot do that. Fruity drink for a chilly evening. Hot apple cider, I believe. Good. Take in my mouth. That's oral. Downhill ski run. So I know there's slaloms. Not sure past that, though. People known for picking stuff up. The shopaholic, apparently. Fine. Digital boarding passes or e-tickets. Good. Certain pledge drive giveaway. Is it my favorite? The NPR tote? I do not have NPR totes, unfortunately. I have one from the New Yorker. I managed to miss the giveaways that had totes. My local NPR station gave away mugs instead. And this is the first way that anyone ever doxed me on stream. I had an NPR mug I was drinking from, and it didn't just say National Public Radio. It also mentioned what station the National Public Radio was, and they looked up where that station was. It was the city of my grad school. They then went to that grad school, pulled up the philosophy department, pulled up the recent graduates, and found my real name. It's fine. It was just strange. Condition discussed on the podcast faster than normal. I'm assuming that's ADHD? Something like that, yeah. Bell blank cheese. Is it Bell Parma? I really don't know, actually. The across is Coders Industry, probably tech all the way. Shows such as Itaewon Class. I assume it's a K-drama, all things Korean. Green topper for gnocchi. Is that a pesto sauce? Yeah, good stuff. Now bored with. Probably over. That's a lot of dedication to find out. Yeah, so not that, I just hit the escape key to pause the game. It doesn't work that way. Not any of you, but some viewers are, I don't want to say creepy, but some viewers, if they know they do not know something, want to know that thing very, very, very badly. And so there's some viewers who are at times looking for any little hint about, for example, where I'm from. So here's another one. One day I said, oh gosh, it's snowing outside. And a viewer said within like 30 seconds, the only place in the United States that's snowing right now is in this particular city. You live there. I was like, oh God. What can I say on stream that it does not give away where I live? Well, you might try to get your hands on. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. A fashionable joint. I don't know. A wager. That's a bet. Not sure. TV rooms or dens. B and O and others. Is this a railroad? A railroad? I don't know. The ads are over. I'd like to go ahead and finish this one up all the way, though, if we can. So, residential building units are surely apartments. A small salamander is a newt. Good. Where Tibet is? It's in Asia. Oh, goodness. Foster David is good old Hume. Haven't taught him in a while. Elbows, limbs are the arms. That's not how we type that word. The arms? I'm judging you. Probably tisk. Tisk. A soup container is a can. Alright, so this one. Oh, Spot! The name of the dog is not Snot, it's Spot. Very good. Economy expert, like I said, it is about savings. The super saver. Am I sure enough people in Tokyo to keep me anonymous? I mean, yes. Except I've given away enough other things that if one really wants to know where I am, etc., it's not that hard to find me here. But I don't want to talk about that because it makes me feel bad. Eyeliner mishap, probably a smear. So a downhill ski run is a shoes, I guess. That's a word I do not know, but probably should know for the future. And that should be it. Son of a gun. It is the case that the B and O are railroads. Okay, team. Oh, wait, there's an open space. Never mind. What are we trying to get your hands on? A twister mat. Left hand, red. Etc., etc., etc. There you go. There you go, team. All good. Big winner, big winner. I'm going to quickly fill up my glass of water. Back in just a minute or two. We still got about 2 hours of stream left to go before I got to go get ready for teaching. So I hope you're enjoying experiencing Gord with me. I gotta say, for the first hour or so of playing, I'm really enjoying it. I like that it is very much one of these colony builders. It is very much a game in which you knock down trees first, but I can feel it's different in some really interesting ways. And I'll be curious to see the depth of character development, the depth of colony development, what exactly will be coming along before too long. Hello, Klaus! Your boss sent you an email that she's going to fire the employee with the worst posture. I have a hunch it's going to be me. Klaus, thank you. It's good seeing you, Klaus. That's a good one. I appreciate it. Fill up the water. Return presently. Be right back. Hello. The daily round of 6 students' emails are coming in. I don't know if people here are like weaker immune systems, but it seems like my students here in Tokyo get ill far more often than back in the US. Now, it might just be that in Japan, there's more of a cultural habit of if you're feeling a little unwell, you stay home for fear of making others ill. But yeah, definitely at least once or twice a week, some students are sick enough to miss class, which just in the US is much less common that way. But who knows? Hey, Trex, how you doing? You get Wartail vibe from the graphics of this game. Wartails is another game I have not played at all, but I definitely think I should at some point. We don't have a house yet, but are we making babies? Where's the baby marker again? Is it in information, maybe? I see individual. How do I see of my people? Are they producing children? Huh. Have investigated if they're sick for all classes or just mine. As I said before, I just trust students. I very much do not want to be hunter guy, hunting down the students. So I tend to just accept that if they say they're ill, that's fine. Whoops. Hammond, I want you to become the meter. That said, last week I had a student call in sick, and then I saw him in the hallway, and there was an awkward conversation about, hey, I hope you're doing okay, etc., etc. But, yeah. Torchlight allows you to spot enemies in the eternal darkness. The eternal darkness, my goodness. It also prevents your subjects from losing sanity. Make sure they don't stay in the dark for too long. This is going to be the scouting building. Also, what do you think, team? Did I make the meadery backwards? Oh, never mind. I thought he would be the barkeep standing behind, but this man working at the meadery is just sitting there having a drink. Great. Next up, the scout tower. So what does the scout tower do exactly? Allows subjects to assume the scout profession. I need more subjects. Like, definitely, I have not nearly enough. And, sure, put it in the middle to brighten up the world all around us. Okay, I still have 2 people on gathering mushrooms, so probably one of them will become our scout instead. Dobrogost, I choose you. In America, Sniffle won't do it. Gnua, I think you're absolutely right. It is the case in the US that there's an expectation that one attends work or school or whatever else, unless you are literally dying. I've had some professors in the US demand to see grandparents' funeral notices, which feels a little bit terrible. So I hear your grandfather's dead. Prove it to me. Like, I get why you do it, but at the same time, I just want to respond with more sympathy than that. So is Hammond working here, or is he just regaining his stress? He's getting over his stress. So each character I can send over for a bit to fix their stress. Now I hope I don't need to manually send every person over forever, because that'd be a little fiddly to keep an eye on. But maybe it's time to go. Oh, poor Laura Lynn. Laura Lynn is busy chopping, and I make her bring her work to the drink. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Our sisters are enjoying their quality of life.
Hey, people are having a good time. Something is bright here. This is the wood you can pick up if you want to. Laura Lynn, you better pick it up. And then Hammond, you become... No. Dobrogost. Hammond, you become our scout. We're told the scout will assist people who are outside.
All right, old man. I know that hygiene isn't your best suit, but don't your people ever wash? Stuart and I could use a bath.
Oh, goodness. All right, so next up is hygiene.
Yes, of course, my lord. Our balia is constructed in a way not only to provide hot water, but also make the best use of our healing herbs to regenerate people's health.
Balia. This is a word I do not know. So the balia is a way of healing bodies, presumably. So meadery is for healing stress. Balia is for healing HP.
Heard that, Stuart? Order them to build it right away.
Don't backseat my gaming, Edwin. Subject health regenerates very slowly over time. If you need to be healed faster, use a balia, a red herb, hermit services, or an incantation. Hermit, history. Perfect. Build ye the bath. As I'm curious to see if the balia will need to have water brought to it. We don't have quite enough wood for this, so it's our first time running out of resources. Laura Lynn's in the process of finishing that one. I think we have just enough now. Yes. So it will go over here. And I think I saw there's be a fire underneath it that keeps the water nice and warm. I think we're gonna use the same water over and over and over again. Thibaut's stress is getting a little bit low. Not stress, sanity. Stress is getting high, sanity's getting low. Then Monica, I'm gonna ask you to join into the wood cutting, please. All the trees inside of our base have mostly been consumed now. That's right, almost. So I'll be curious to see, do they head outside next to begin finding additional wood? Monica's on the way. So Hammond is just standing there. Huh. We're told the scout building allows subjects to assume the scout profession. No route set. Okay, you have to tell the scouts what to do. So scout guy, I'm gonna ask you to just stand here.
The citizens' morale has risen.
That did not do it. Scout guy, left click is set it up. All right, so please march there and then march there. Forever! We gotta get our scout a weapon, presumably. This is a fine start. Oh, also, this is then Torchlight for them. And we know that Torchlight makes them a little bit happier. Nice. My bath is nearly finished. Thibaut, you're all nicely full of food again. What you doing? What you doing? Help them with the building, apparently. So even though they have some other tasks, if you click on them, or some other job, if you click on them to run wherever, then they will no longer return to their worksite, it seems. But someone needs a bath now. Do we get to watch them be naked? That's creepy, I shouldn't say that.
One of our people.
Ha! We do!
We should search this area of the forest. Maybe, with Dabo's help, we'll find the scout who fled from the wolves.
Alright, so the missing scout, our first new person. I can't wait. You're about to finish the first scenario of the campaign mode. Once the last objective of a given scenario is complete, you'll automatically transition to another scenario along with all the subjects, but the settlement you've built is going to be left behind. Huh. I might be a little bit disappointed about that, because I was kind of falling in love with this place. What with my one scout marching back and forth eternally? But probably there's a campaign mode and an endless mode. For right now, we're just doing the campaign. That's just fine. So, hello, naked man. Hope you're having a good time in there. So you go track the scout next. And they didn't say to send absolutely everybody, so I'll just take my scout to follow the scout. Might find some wolves on the way. Just go here. Too many gourds. Too many gourds. Just want one gourd forever. I'm a monogordamus. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, mistakes made. So, I found the scout. Somehow the scout has been put inside of a cage by a legendary wolf. Welp, that's unfortunate. Wolves are constantly prowling in search of fresh meat and will fight to the death for a meal. They're known to leap on victims, inflicting serious wounds. They often roam near the water thickets, hunting the smaller game. Known as 96 health. Alright, beloved Hammond, you're a fine scout, but not much else. I don't know how they made the cage. Maybe there's some, druid here. Maybe the legendary wolf's actually a person to be able to do that. Run! Run! Where's my home? All the way back here. Everybody else. Alert, alert, wee-oo. Some of them are taking a little bath right now while poor old Hammond's trying his best. Oh boy. No, don't stop. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Bum, bum, digga bum, bum, digga bum, bum. Okay, they actually leash. They actually leash, thank goodness. Once again, Laurelyn is dragging her wood along. How do I make you drop your wood? Oh, does she have to bring the wood to battle? We just click on the ground. Will you put it down there, or what's going on? Nope, she just could... Oh, they're all bringing their wood. So I know when they took on a new task, they dropped them on the floor behind. She's sworn to carry my burden. Lydia, I need you to settle down. Is there really no button for make them drop stuff? So right click is to order. If I hold down right click, all right, yeah, there we go. So right click on her body makes her drop it. Now we know, thank goodness. Okay, some wolves are immediately here. Let's do it, team, let's do it. So I think we've managed to successfully split up the enemies. Now, previously, Hamud was a hunter. And so I think the weapons that characters have are based on what their profession is. And so he doesn't have a bow anymore because he's not a hunter anymore. That's a little bit strange. Anyway, we beat the Dickens... Is that a snake? There's a snake here. We beat the Dickens out of the wolves. Good job, good job. There's some items on the ground. What's in the bag? Items. Items we've found in many places. Chests, skeletons, loose stones too. One subject can have 3 items. They're extremely useful in combination with subject's strength and experience level. We found the wolf's paw. I is for incantation, apparently. That's not the button I wanted. Thibaut, you found, or Thibaut, you found it. What does it do? Only usable by a subject with experience level 3. It gives bonus damage to wolves, and you take less damage from wolves. So Thibaut, I believe you're going to be our tank with that item. Any reason you should not be that? Defense clap a clap. About normal. Unable to explore, enjoys fighting. So that seems good. And the people who are wounded here, no one's super wounded. I don't know if we get all of our experience back, or sorry, all of our health back when we move to a new map. So I'm going to try to heal us up just a little bit in case the scout has gotten wolf brain disease. Another wolf. Good stuff. What's inside the box?
What is he blabbering on about? I can't understand a word.
He claims he was attacked by the wild folk, people of the forest. But they have never attacked us before, unless they were provoked.
Clearly they had a change of heart.
He says they're walking towards the Votinga River, west of here. I fear that they may raid our Gord.
Our cartographer was supposed to be west of here as well. We cannot lose him. Let's move. No.
Hooray. Did you see in that cutscene there was a soldier with a shield? Where the heck was he during that battle? I want him badly. Success. You led the first steps of our people in these hostile forests. We built a prosperous Gord and rescued our man trapped by savages. Now we must repel the incoming wildfolk raid. Do you want to continue playing this campaign? Sure, let's keep it going. We're probably learn about combat now. Instead of sending all 5 of our people to beat the dickens out of wolves, we'll have to specialize some soldiers, perhaps.
The wild folk used to live like wild animals, and although they can be violent, conquest was one of the many human things they despised. Nonetheless, they became more aggressive recently and attacked the tribe of the Dawn's Gord. I wonder if they are doing this to praise Velis.
Alright, so Velis appears to be the god or goddess of the wild folk. Spirit of chaos. Okay, so we've been doing things we shouldn't have been doing apparently. Before the start of every scenario, get the chance to know your subject's bios, strengths, weaknesses, experience levels, items, etc. Once you get a sense of who you'll get to manage, it's best to provide each member of your team with a unique name. So we can call someone Lumberjack McGee. I like it a lot. Phil, hello friend, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for checking that Prime button, pushing that Prime button, and making my day. Phil, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a good one for sure. Alright, so pick a unique name for everyone. Well, we can probably do that. So here's our starting group. And then we're allowed to have a 6th person if we want to. So we have the same old 5 from before. I'm considering bringing those along. And then add one more. Also, I'm currently blocking this, but you're able to see at the bottom, here are the experience levels we have. They've only level 1 in mining, and level 1 in something involving bags, I'm not quite sure what. But level 2 in other things, including fighting. So it might be worth making sure we have good enough experience. This is similar enough to RimWorld, where you choose the characters who are right for what you're trying to do. So I'm going to stay with the former 5, though, as I said. If we glance through, we can see what each one does. They're maintaining their abilities from last time, it looks like. Good. So, the weakness, again, is martial, and this is trading. So, we can have Dongenhale. He's a scout. He's fast in force, but lazy. Lazy means builds more slowly. Number 2 is Dobrin. Dobrin has slow recovery, so gets health back slower. Is a pacifist. Is happier when not fighting. Is a forger at once. There's Nia. She is a zealot, so higher faith in combat, enjoys doing the war. Work-driven also, so when not working, loses sanity. Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone. Curious, so bonus sanity after doing POI. I do not know what that is. Maybe point of interest? I'm not sure. Big spender, so consumes more gold. Gold is used for upkeep, I believe, of higher tier buildings. I don't quite know what that means in the context of a basic character. And then Shima. Hello, Shima. Shima is a lumberjack who is a handy person, builds faster, but does not make food quickly at all. So none of them had the mining or trading I was hoping for. Also, I love that each character has a little message here. Oh, gold was used for military units. Wibble, thank you, you're right. You're absolutely right. It was iron and stone maybe were higher level buildings. Gold is for the military. Got it, thank you. She loves to cut wood and build with it. She was told we could use help in those areas. He knows firsthand the bloodshed has plagued his land for centuries, and it helps to build a new world. Great stuff. I guess the lazy scout seems fine, because the lazy only affects building speed. We'll just not have this person do the building at all. So let's change this name here. Dr. Nixum, thank you much indeed for the generous resub earlier. Let me go and put you in the game. Good old Nixum, son of Keelan. I don't think we've yet to have anyone related to each other. Eventually we'll have children, and the children will die, and their sanity will be lost all at once. Dobregost, our fine martial artist. We're instead going to call you Sally Theodora. Sally, you're a fine fighter. Like Theodora indeed. Sorry for not being able to spell. Theodora. There we go. And then Hammond, our scout who enjoys exploring. It's more exploring experience. You over here are going to be our good friend Phil. Phil, thank you again for the generous resub. All you all, I appreciate it very much. Okay, cool. There are our folks. We got 6 people now. Let's do it.
My lords, the wild folk, they've attacked our Gord.
Oh no, our poor Gord has been destroyed, or at least damaged.
Hurry now, or there will be nothing left of our home.
We'll try our best.
To arms!
Enemies have breached the defenses. If a palisade section is destroyed or if an enemy gets inside, the Gord is considered breach. While this lasts, your subjects focus on fighting enemies and cannot use any structures. So everyone immediately comes together to battle. Love it. Hey, Dorgan, thank you for the resub. I'll get you named in just 1 second. For sure, for sure. Whenever a breach happens, time is paused automatically. Note you're able to issue orders during pause. Take advantage of that. I'll try my best, I promise. And so, Thibaut, let's go ahead and rename you. Thibaut, what kind of creature are you? You are a forager who enjoys fighting. Oh, are you only allowed to rename people during the character selection page? I apologize, Dorgan. After this map, I'll get you a name for sure. But thanks for being here. Thanks for the Prime sub, indeed. New guide entry. Alright, so this is learning the backstory of the game. I'll be curious to see if the backstory develops also through conversation, or if it's just going to be, here is a dump of lore. We'll see. What's up, Cajun Killer? Good seeing you. With the Great Curse came an endless darkness. Are these click-throughable? No. Telling day from night is only possible by following the moon's cycles, as well as a faint purple hue cast by the crippled remnant of daylight. Calinthian astronomers and sages seek answers in their studies of stars and planets. Sorry, stars and plants, but the people of Lysatia simply believe in the old tales. Forbidden magic and the wrath of the gods are the cause of the never-ending darkness. Even the worshippers of Dabo are losing hope of the sun, ever regaining rulership of the skies. So I believe that Dabo, or Deba, I'm not sure which one, is what our people worship. And so we praise the sun. The Chronicle. In order to govern communities well, you'll need to understand the people they're comprised of, and it's impossible to do that without knowing their culture and history. The Chronicle is one of the oldest writings known to mankind, and an important source of Lysatian legends and beliefs. Royal sages consider these ancient stories to be mythological inventions, while many Lysatians believe that even the most fanciful of tales within are the literal truth. This set of ancient writings tells the oldest myths and forgotten secrets, from the origin of the god and the world, through the creation of humans and horrors, the tale of the Great Curse. Written across the age by several authors, it remains an invaluable source of mystical knowledge. We can find these in custom scenarios and the campaign also. So as we play our way through many, many missions, we'll get many, many more bits of knowledge about the past. Also, this old writing about the way things came to be reminds me of when I read the Silmarillion and was so confused because I was 16 years old and enjoyed Lord of the Rings and thought, gosh, this book sounds cool too, and then I got confused. such a weird book for a youngster to try. Alright, so the game is paused because we've been attacked. They're actively destroying my beautiful little factory, I believe. And we can't quite see who is doing what in here. Okay, I guess it's out of line of sight. So I guess we'll just select absolutely everybody and have them run into the Gord. Where's the gate again? The gate's by some trees. The gate's by this side over here, I believe. Yeah, I have no idea. Let's just click here and see what happens. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Also a corpse here. Huh. Not everyone has luck to survive outside of Gord. Their mortal remains may have useful items, but robbing the dead takes a toll on one's sanity. hurry, hurry. Alright, so is this actually my home? This is not my home. This is a new place. I'm sorry, for some reason I was thinking we were returning to the place from which we came. But we see in the middle there, there are a bunch of these wild folk who have skulls upon their face. They're all lower health. Special ability is the log throw. Attacks weakest targets inside of range. Unfortunate. Warlike wild folk who are more likely to use primitive clubs carved from trees than iron weapons. Despite their rudimentary weapons, the hostility of the lands protects them from being conquered. Could we bury the corpse? Possibly so. For right now, I will not immediately go digging around inside of it. Will I? I need a weapon, so never mind. You, dig in the corpse. Pays gold. There's more back here also. Oh, so many corpses. Let's ruin our sanity. We have 10 minutes to clear this place. Surely we'll find something good. Reeds. No, that's not a weapon. How about this one? Just gold. Alright, everyone feels terrible about robbing the dead. We got absolutely nothing useful off of it. Oh well. Alright, in we go. Let's see if our weak people get destroyed all at once. Alright, so we know that Sally, Thibaut, and Phil are our best fighters. An enemy has attacked our brother Philosaurus. Someday we'll have ranged weapons. Someday. We're definitely getting clubbed harder than before, but our HP is still high enough. They're all right.
So much destruction.
All right.
Those savages dared to destroy our king's property.
How dare they? Everyone's dead. We care about property.
Sire, this is unusual. The wild folk are not our allies, but they were never desperate enough to raid a fortified Gord. Something's changed.
That doesn't matter, you old fool. They will pay for their insolence.
Do we want to go to the path of curiosity about our world, or just kill them all? So far, I've not been allowed to actually make choices like that. I would like to at some point say, I care about curiosity.
Of course, sire. But now we need to focus on salvaging whatever's left of our structures. We can repair the damage and clean up the rubble, and reuse whatever we can.
This start feels like some RTS campaign missions where you show up at the last minute to save some base that's being destroyed, and then to build yourself a new base in the remnants and ruins of the old. Structure damage and repairs. Structures can be damaged or destroyed during battles. With enough resources, you can repair them or clean up that rubble. Alright, first things first, let's try to get repairing on that. And over here is a pile of rubble. All that remains is the level 1 Dahlia. Nothing left to do but clear it away, so you can't rebuild the bathtub there. Over here we got a forger's hut to get some food. Lumber mill, we get people lumbering right away. And Laurelyn and Monica have decided to go work there. Or may have to click them and say to go there, but they are lumberjacks through and through. So Laurelyn, get to it. Monica, get to it. Having wood availability should help us to build more quickly. Next time, do this. Okay, we're not allowed to do anything yet other than repair the palisade. We're still in tutorial mode, being told what to do step by step by step. And that's the only breach in the palisade, so we gotta wait for Sally to finish their work. Good job, Sally. Now repair everything else and clean up the rubble. So again, we're having to follow the tutorial, which I don't exactly mind. I know occasionally tutorials feel like they're very hemmed in, that you have to do exactly this for no good reason. But clearly this tutorial is telling us things that matter for our own playthroughs. It's introducing mechanics one after another after another. So Laurelyn does misclick here. Maybe Laurelyn's not able to clear this. Tell me of yourself, oh Laurelyn. Fierce combat. No, doesn't seem to do that at all. No, I just misclicked repeatedly. So it's getting done now. This in the middle is also rubble. It's the leftovers of a temple, actually. We've never seen a temple before. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe the wild people were exposed to religion for the first time. They're striking out against the missionaries. Repairing's getting done. Not too much more to go. As I said earlier, I'm excited to see how this game develops. It will be released in August, apparently, so it's much closer to release than some other demos we've seen in the past few days on Next Fest. But I like the combination of storyline and colony builder. I like the idea that characters actually matter as opposed to just being random pops. It's all pretty good stuff. Last one nearly done. I may have sent my my worst builder over there. I also wonder if I could have more than one person do a job together. I bet we can for repairing things, but I'm nearly finished, so we're good to go.
Our defenses are up, but we should equip our subjects with proper weapons to better prepare for what awaits us outside of our walls. Let us build our first military structure.
For the first time ever, we're learning about how to fight. Professions can be split into non-military and military professions. Military professions deal higher damage and feature higher maximum health, better armor. However, they require additional payment, this in gold. Providing them with such payment prevents their sanity from deteriorating. I am putting my body on the line for the defense of my Gord. At least the gold's worth it. Our very own insurance policy for the soldiers. The Axe Pit is our first military building. I was hoping for swords, I was hoping for fencing. No, the Axe Pit. Love it, love it, love it. Let's go ahead and throw it, I guess over here is fine. I'm now going to begin sending people to where they should be to do their work. So, lumberjacks go lumbering. Oh, Sally's not that. Sorry, Sally. Stay there. Laurelyn join here too. This is the gathering hut, I believe. That's for Sally. And Thibaut. And the reed fetching, I have no one on that right now. So, Phil, you'll help out with that for now. Good. Sort of too fancy. I understand that. I thought it'd be like random stone clubs, or better yet, wooden clubs. Just to swing the log on someone's head. Axe Pit Made. We're subject trained to become axe wielders. Now we have 305 gold right now. I am curious how fast it's going to burn through. But I want to have an axe character who's good at fighting. I believe that was Thibaut. Flair for fighting. Yeah, so you're going to go become a battler instead. And people are going outside, so I probably have a scout going as well. Nixon, you have been the scout previously. And so we'll assign you to the scout building. And then we're going to tell you where to march about. Namely, here to here. Maybe we should scout all the way around. That's excessive. Alright, just back and forth here is fine. Across the front gate.
That's good enough. Let's search for the cartographer. He was supposed to lay out the best route for the gold transportation, especially across that damn river.
I believe Edwin says having just one soldier is enough. I don't know if that's true.
My people have seen this Calanthian a couple of times. Supposedly, he has surrounded himself with traps. Be cautious when you approach his hut.
We need ourselves some kind of stealthiness rogue guy to keep an eye out for the traps. Monica's doing absolutely nothing also. Monica, are you a good fighter? The Boiling Blood. Oh wow, so loses sanity when not in combat. In that case, heck yes, Monica, you're gonna be the finest of battlers ever. Gain sanity through blood sport. Cool. We're asked to go to the cartographer's hut next, which is down this way apparently. Now, every other time I've headed out with just 2 characters, or just 1 character, things have gone pretty poorly. So this time I'm going to try with my... I grabbed everyone apparently. I did not mean to do that. Can we get people back to their jobs? I meant to only move the 2 of these. Friend Sally is out working. Good. And Nixon will keep them all safe. Alright, so we'll go slowly, just keeping out for traps. Maybe for other items to collect as well. Like, what's this? Some kind of old rotten building. People lived here once, but now nothing. Some loose stones. You can find caches in strange places. A pile of loose stones is a simple but effective hiding place. I thought this would be a place where we could mine in the future, but for now, we got some food. I think our characters don't carry food directly, but they'll instead just throw it into the big pot there. And a torch. Nice. Can we bring that with us? So you just turn on the torch. And we know that can be used for improving a character's sanity. Being in light is helpful to them. Continue this way. I don't really see much else right now. I should not wander off into the darkness, probably. I wonder if I will have to see the traps, or if my character will automatically notice them. A character just went, What does mean? There's nothing there about trap seen. So, Monica, you're going to go in first. It didn't immediately explode. I was ready for giant explosions everywhere. But quest finished. Once again, these wolves are throwing people into prison. How do you keep doing this? It looks like just 3 basic wolves. I believe it's the case that Monica and Thibaut will be fine against it. Oh, is Thibaut the one with the wolf's paw item? Yes. So he does bonus damage against wolflings. So in you go first, Monica behind. Both our people got knocked down immediately. Good job. Back to your feet. So the axe people do quite a bit more damage. And so I believe they're fine out here by themselves. Also a place to heal, a place to get the HP back up, or sanity back up also. But they're both still pretty high. And nothing to loot here, it seems. Let's look for other places where they may have hidden items. What's this? Oh, just reeds. Okay, nothing too new or special. Hey, Edroson, how's it going, my friend? Oh, what's this? A chest. Might have useful items or other things. What's that, Monica? A wolf tooth necklace. What is that? Attack rate negative 20%. I assume that means we attack faster, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, so I think it's 1.2 swings per second, maybe? Something like that. Cartographer man. Let's grant them freedom. Oh no, we can't grant the freedom from death.
Keep your people in line. Why did he flee?
The poor soul already suffered so much. Seeing a body mutilated in such a vicious manner, you would think that living here made us indifferent to such views. But it always takes a toll.
Your barbarian minds are weak. And this corpse belongs to yet another of your scouts?
No, sire. Judging from the robe, I believe this is the cartographer you were searching for.
Cursed lands. Ah, forget him. We need his maps. Search the hut. Search this cage. Search everything.
Where are the maps? Bring me the maps. If somebody's health drops to 0, they experience a physical affliction, you know, like death. If the sanity drops to 0, they experience a mental affliction. So, apparently 0 health can be healed by a hermit. Sanity dropped to 0, witch can heal it. So maybe we can save the cartographer. Not that dead.
We have found the cartographer's notes in his hut.
Does it say where to cross the river?
So insistent.
I believe it does, my lord. But the marked route requires crossing the nearby swamps. It's a very difficult and dangerous area.
What do I bet Edwin will insist we should go?
You dare to question the expertise of a royal cartographer? If he marked it, that's where we're going.
If Edwin is still alive at the end of this campaign, I'm gonna be so displeased. I need Edwin to die somehow.
Follow the plan, steward. We've wasted enough time.
Alright, alright. So, I think this character on the ground may be a little bit worse off than just hit 0 XP or 0 health points. Appears to be really sincerely dead. Are we allowed to search this building at all, or anything else over here? We'll have our axemen continue checking these things. A little stone back here. Did he hide things? See, now that I found one hidden treasure, I'm pretty well convinced there'll be hidden treasure absolutely everywhere. Also, the cartographer appears to have grass on the floor inside of his house. That seems like a little bit strange bit of lushness, we'll call it. Caltrops to ward off unwanted guests. Can we disarm? Or is that not a thing we know how to do? The right click does nothing, so... on the mouse over did something initially. It showed me something about them, but... There we go. They can be disarmed by scouts assigned to a properly upgraded scouts tower. Alright, y'all wait there. Let's go back home for now, because we do have a scout who's wandering back and forth forever. Does my scout tower have a way of doing that? No. It's not upgraded at all. And so I guess we'll keep people working here. Are we allowed to build... we can build a fishing shack if we want to. We've never seen this one before. We don't have enough wood to make the bath or healing location. Got quite a bit of food still. So again, we just need more wood. I'm going to move one of our... what? Move one of our food producers over to help with wood getting. So we can hopefully get the wood fast enough to have an area for stress and healing, hopefully. But I'll continue exploring with just my 2 people. Let's see. Oh, don't walk into the call drops. Gah! Remember the part where I said, hey, there's a trap there. And then immediately walked into them. Good. Good. So Thibaut fell for a trap. Did you see how much damage you took on that, or... No, just he's fallen for a trap, you fool. We can heal up right here, though. I'll have Monica do the same. Sorry, fools. Oh, what's this? Just a rock. Speaking of rocks, though, found some more food. Cool. See a chest back here also. 2 chests, in fact. Huh. So these chests are a little bit off the beaten trail. What's this? A corpse, too. Am I supposed to be here or no? So Monica just had a sanity hit for digging in the corpse, of course. More food and some more gold. Ah, too bad. All I want are the items. I want a breastplate of some sort. So I know the game told us not to dig in corpses unless we want to deal with a loss of sanity. Wait, Thibaut just had level up in scouting, I believe. Is that true? Not in sanity, sorry, in scouting, rather. How does that work exactly? Maybe there's an exploring here. So higher exploring gives a greater range of sight. Do you see the gold flashy? As I said earlier, gold flashies make me happy. Also, I see red outlines. I saw red outlines over here somewhere. There they are. So I think there are enemies waiting that way. Now we're not supposed to go there yet, so I'll hold off on that until a little bit later. For now, we'll just get hiking this way. I like that our base continues to do things while we run around and explore. Hello to Jazz Trio, how you doing, my friend? Good seeing ya. A life spring. The soothing cold waters life spring can restore even the most grievous injuries. Speaking of which, a boar has charged out of the wild. Wild boars feed near termite mounds. If someone trespasses their territory and poses a threat to their safety, they'll quickly become aggressive, charging in a straight line and causing severe damage. Alright, get out of the way of the straight line, please. Please, oh please. Jazz Trio says this game reminds me of Wartail. I've not played Wartail yet, but I've heard very good things about it. It is possible to dodge that boar. The little boar is also going to try to charge. It has only 4 attack. This one has 5 attack. Now, as you see, it gets a bonus to attack damage if it's raining. Why is that? Seems a little strange. It's like Wartail did RTS. I intend to try Wartail at some point. Like, for seeing how it goes. Well done, well done. Here comes another one. I thought Thibaut leveled up again. In fighting this time. So, level 4 fighter, bonus to attack, bonus to secondary attack also. I don't know what secondary attack is yet. But, let's run to both sides again to avoid the charge. We did not avoid it that time, unfortunately. But, it doesn't seem so bad. Also, that top game speed without realizing I'd done so. So, we can now heal up here. Oh, this kind of healing is a heal over time instead of just a flat heal. Cool. We find another corpse and a scroll of fighting. A scroll that contains secrets of some nameless expert. 10 fighting experience. How does that work? Okay, I don't see a specific number of how many experience points we have versus how many we need. I see that Thibaut is quite a long distance away from finishing it, where Monica here is much, much closer to level 3. So Monica, go read that scroll, please. And that moved her a little bit closer, but no, not quite all the way. And then Monica has higher sanity, so we'll have her go ahead and look in the corpse. Hello. There we go. Inside the stones also. Just basic resources back home. My friends, as we get closer to our next marked location, more enemies, an ad break is coming right now. About a minute or so. So, the ads will run, the game will be paused, I'll be doing some crossword while it's paused. After the ad break's over, we'll get back to it, continue exploring the world of Gord. Now, as you see, we've already managed to finish one crossword puzzle today. And today, being a Sunday in the United States, means there is no New Yorker puzzle. So I think what we're going to do is actually just kind of head back into the New Yorker archives and find something to work on over the next little bit. So give me just one moment while I go back far enough that we've not done it yet. And can I see page number? Let's try page 14, 15 or so. That'll be good. And then I don't think I've done these yet. So, yep, good to go. Okay, what day of the week is this one? June 1st, I have no idea. Let's get it lined up for y'all. There we go. Blank Erickson, an early European explorer of North America. That's Leif Erikson, of course. That is L-E-I-F, correct? Yeah, Leif Erikson. Out of Kilter, askew, possibly. Flavorful IPA ingredient. So that's a kind of beer or ale, I guess. Hops, barley. I'm assuming it's hops, not sure though. Deep Voice Diva. Deep Voice Diva, I'm guessing is an alto. It's the lower woman's part usually. The flight attendant actress whose father David wrote Glengarry Glen Ross. That was a book and movie back in the 80s, I believe. Maybe only a movie. I'm not sure who it is though. Team that lost the Miracle on Ice in 1980. I believe that's the USSR. A bit too accommodating. Could be overly something. Not sure what though. Let's try some Down and See. An island chain west of Portugal. I bet I've seen it in Crusader Kings 3. It doesn't come to mind right now though. I'm sure we'll get it eventually. Found a new place. Found a new place. Understood. Askew feels like it's probably wrong. I can't think of any words means understood with that. Headmaster's honorific. Okay, I think headmasters are called dons in the English system. I'm not sure on that though. A Japanese city that hosted Asia's first Winter Olympics. Back in the 1990s, I believe this was. It was either the one before or after Lilyhammer. Nagano, I believe? That will not do it. We'll see eventually. What Judas lacks in some paintings of the Last Supper, a halo. All the other saints have a halo indicating they are saintly people. Judas, though, the betrayer, the treacherous one, no halo. Leave out is to omit. Toy Story 2 antagonist Stinky Blank. I believe he's a miner named Stinky Pete. A OT02 Pi or 02 Pi, whichever way. Thanks for being here. First follower of the day. I do appreciate it a bunch. We'll be back to the game in about a minute or so. For now, thank you for your generosity in following the channel. Florist cutting. They cut the stems, I assume. All right. With that, can we figure this out now? Oh, it's someone Mamet. David Mamet is the one who wrote Glengarry Glen Ross, but I do not know his daughter's name, unfortunately. A bit too accommodating is something polite, I assume. It could be over polite. So maybe Don's a mistake for headmaster's honorific. I've never gone to a boys' residential school, so over polite possibly. Suppliers of leaves for Palm Sunday. Well, they're palm trees. I have no idea. Maybe a florist? Probably not. Heaps praise upon his lawns. Only country in Central America that doesn't border the Caribbean. Uh-oh. ELS. Maybe Leaf is spelled L-I-E. That seems wrong. Huh. Oh, El Salvador. I was running to there's else. Yeah, El Salvador, of course, is El Salvador is a country. You should have gotten here earlier. It's too late, I assume. It may be prevented by controlled burns, forest fires. I recall that back in the day, Smokey Bear said only you can prevent forest fires. This, of course, stopped controlled burns because occasionally burns are necessary to help the forest. And so the phrase used now is only you can prevent wildfires, I believe. All right. Found a new place. Relocated, it's about that. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can get these across now. Supplier of leaves for Palm Sunday. Maybe they use date trees instead of palm trees. Maybe, we'll see. President Blank, an acting head. That's President Pro Tem. And 3 sheets to the wind. I mean, very, very drunk. Sloshed. Okay, excellent. With that, we hit the end of the ad break. pause the game there, return to our Gordy fun, and probably one more ad break today in about an hour or so, and then I'll need to go teach. Teaching is coming. All right, Monica and Thibaut continue to explore, fighting the wolves. I really do wonder if I should have had more people trained as military folks. I know our axe building can support up to 3 characters. We could have built 2 axe buildings, I suppose. So far, they're staying pretty good on health. Also, I think axe characters may actually hit with AoEs. Huh. I found a pain-killing herb, a new item. So I'm guessing it's going to be, this allows you to take less HP damage, perhaps. It's on Monica. Oh, it's on no one. It's actually on no one. Why is it on no one? Let's check again and make sure it's on actually on no one. So Thibaut, Wolfpaw, Monica, Wolf Tooth Necklace. Huh. So every other item we've had has immediately been equipped. This one, though, I'm not seeing. I wonder if it's an automatic buff of some kind? Maybe we'll find it later. Cave opium, you better believe it. Alright, time for a cutscene. What a mustache that guy had. Oh no, the trap's a trap. Who dat? This is the army of wild folks and some healer?
Don't just stand there. Help me.
I'm trying, character with voice. It's a person on the ground. I can't yet select. What a very cool shield she has. Very glad to see the 2 enemies we're fighting already have some health down. We have to kill 4 of them before they kill the witch. So we just begin swinging as fast as we can. And yeah, I think that health bar there is the health bar of the witch. So, well done, well done. More enemies. We now have unlocked incantations. Whisperers, I don't know what that is, can use powerful spells called incantations, which vary in nature. Each use of the divine power costs faith and also triggers a cooldown. Alright. Open the incantation menu, use Fracture on the wild folk. Spawn hellish torturers to crush the limbs of your opponents. Oh, that's a little ridiculous. Alright, bring me the hellish torturers.
This is mine.
We'll get you for this!
What am I playing?
You saved me.
What on earth was that? Alright, we were told earlier this character is a witch. We've now been told she's also a whisperer. And she appears to have the power of chiropractic, having the ability to reshape people's body in very unpleasant ways.
Those savages got what they deserved.
Oh yes, Edwin.
They attacked our Gord and killed our people. But you are not from around here.
I am not. I've been a traveler since my village got destroyed. People call me Lynx.
Hello, Lynx. Good to meet you.
I am Edwin, an emissary of King Isidore II of Calanthea. It seems we share common enemies. What was that thing you just did to these savages?
Forest tricks. You pick them up if you live here long enough. But how come savages are a concern to such fine lords as you? And who are you, old man?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who you calling old man?
I'm Bogdan.
Oh, him, okay.
Elder of the tribe of the Dawn. Humble servants of Dabo.
Dabo is how their god's name. Dabo. So I wonder if there's religious hostility here. If her being a forest witch means there's a problem with Dabo.
Dabo? The defeated god of the sun.
How dare you? He's just sleeping.
Watch your tongue, witch. I've lived long enough to recognize forbidden magic when I see it. Helping you is a mistake.
Oh no. What magic? If only we had sun magic on our side.
Hold on, old man. Undeniably, our new friend has some skills and a grudge against our enemy. I would suggest we join forces and welcome her into our settlement.
Is it time for our first choice?
I wouldn't mind a hot bath.
But sir,
You yourself keep reminding us how dangerous these lands are. Well, we could use every pair of hands, especially hands as skilled as these, to deal with those threats until the Calanthian troops arrive, couldn't we?
I find myself siding with Edwin and feeling very, very, very bad about that.
yes, sire.
No choice, only obedience.
Very well then. Let us carry on through those swamps and across the river. There is supposed to be a very nice settlement there.
Oh, I wonder if this is the end of the mission. We saw another area with enemies. I wish I would have fought them, because I want experience points on these characters, because I believe they maintain their XP from map to map. We'll see. Ferdinand, that's a good night, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Are you sure you need to go that way?
Lynx wants to go elsewhere.
Of course we're sure, woman. We're following the map drawn by the royal cartographer. What is the matter?
The cartographer's not from around these places.
Well, I think I already got rid of most of the filth on the way here. But beasts, monsters, and wildfolk living in those swamps drained my powers almost completely.
She must recharge her mana.
Beasts and monsters and... Ooh.
Building a temple and assigning somebody to pray in it would help me recover much faster. And believe me, you will find my powers useful in those swamps ahead.
Alright, someone's gonna pray for Lynx, that the defeated sun god will help her out.
Yes, I believe that we all agree that safety of us, our subjects, is of utmost importance. Let's build this temple of yours first. No one is to enter the swamps before that.
Alright, Edwin.
May the gods protect us.
Time for religion.
I can take care of that, Elder. You just have some faith.
Little sarcastic comments about the gods. Gotta believe, Lynx. Slight little pause in the game. There we go. Faith allows you to use incantations. The quickest way to gain faith is to order the subjects to go have a pray. Alright. So Lynx is not a character I can play as. I bet I can use her with the incantation. So maybe she'll appear to cast her spell and then disappear. But let's pop back to base. I'm going to leave my fighters out. Now, I do worry a tiny bit about our fighters being away from base and them getting overrun before we can get home. But we'll see. Now, they request that I build a temple. Is it a special building? A shrine and a temple are different things. So shrine's a small structure that deepens spiritual attunement of nearby subjects, modestly raising the Gord's faith. So you put this next to cares and helps, where the temple is where our people pray to raise our faith. Upgrading temple unlocks some new incantations. Some burial grounds and gates and archery. I just need a bunch more people for all of this. Alright. Let's go ahead and do what? I'll do the thing we were asked to do, namely build the temple. We'll throw it right in the middle of the place. Someone nearby can do that. Hello, Phil. Got lots of reeds. Let's get you onto that job, please. And they'll continue having our fighters wandering through the swamps a little bit. It said no one enters the swamps. I'm just curious. we know someone's up there. We can't quite see. This is the first character we're seeing of higher HP. Okay. I wonder if they're teaching us a lesson about following the campaign. Like, we're doing fine. So this is the way we're leveling up. This kind of fighting is unsustainable, but it's okay for right now. Are they the monsters, or are we? Oh my goodness. Let's not get a conscience quite yet. Another little box here. An excellent spear. So Monica found an excellent spear. What does that do? Oh. Okay. So excellent spear is only for a spear warrior at fighting experience 2. We don't have spear warriors, we have axe warriors. Now, maybe Thibaut, nope. I was saying maybe Thibaut found the other item, but whatever it is not in his pockets either. Nixon has the item equipped at the bottom, I believe. The excellent torch, which allows greater amounts of exploring experience and more light range. But finding useless items feels not so great. What's this? Oh, the animal crackers with a trap. So I want to say hello to the deer. Should not have done that. Okay, back over to base again. Temple is still going up gradually. I think it makes sense to also make the other buildings help with stress and so on. We have plenty of resources coming in for that. So in the forest here, a lot of darkness happening. Can't see too terribly much. So to engage with the river, or pond river, you have to have a fishing shack to get more food. We still have lots of food. We're finding lots of food inside these hidden locations. Also, Monica just leveled up in something. What'd you level up in, Monica? So food production is blue. I wonder what that means exactly. But it doesn't look like she recently leveled up in anything in particular. So I'm not quite sure what that golden pit means. Hello, animal. So you have to have a hunter's den to come hunt these animals. What's this?
The gods have blessed us with a child.
Our first child. Mokosh, I don't know who that is. Grace shines upon the settlement. Glory to the Divine Mother, who's blessed us with a child. And praise all the mothers who bring life into the world. For without them, our people could not continue. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. And happy birthday to you, Dorgan. Dorgan, thank you for the subscription earlier. It's good to have you here. Little baby Dorgan, our first ever child. Oh, look how cute you are, Dorgan. Look how cute you are. Do you have any special skills as you get started, or no? You are a child. As of right now, you have no faith. You've come into the world not being a believer. Shame on you. Brave versus foul spawns, however, is afraid of worms. Understandable. Understandable. You got no items. You got no nothing. Sounds good. So I want to go ahead and build the item that helps the individual character's faith as well, which is the where is it? The shrine. Put it right by the front door, and hopefully encourage people as they come through. Now, Dorgan, can I order you to build things? Child labor, yes. Child labor, yes. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, we're still wandering out here exploring. bonfire makes you feel strong and safe. Yeah, I'm amazed that the kid can walk on day 1, but I guess they skipped the baby portion. The temples where we pray to raise the Gord's faith. Upgrade the temple gives new incantations. So Phil, I believe, is my only reed fetcher right now. We have enough food there to ask Sally to stop with getting more and more food. Sally, let's go have a pray, please. And then poor Nixon continues to just wander back and forth eternally. It helps keeping the light bright for our people who are working outside.
Sire,
But I might send them inside to
I'm glad
pray
we found
instead.
time to praise the true gods, but we need to proceed with our plan. The emissary is getting very anxious about it.
The game says, Jan Resorti, please go ahead and produce a temple, pray at the temple. Nope, no time for praying, back to work. Next up is reach the river crossing. And looks like my character's been clearing their way over there pretty quickly. Oh, interesting. So, on the minimap here, can I embiggen that? I can. So on the minimap, one's able to see all these different kinds of things. The blue ones are points of interest. We appear to have skipped over quite a few points of interest. I don't know exactly what that means, but the bonfire's one. Okay, torches, a life spring. So they are in fact things I have seen, but are just remarked as not being terribly important. So what's Leshy's totem? And then back here, there's some loose stones we can try to loot. So I'm gonna have my my fighters head back that way. And then I think it might make sense for me to train one more soldier in preparation for going out and exploring and so on. Lord of the Swamps, they call it. Okay, so we see that, oh, poor Sally. Sally's being quite religious today. Endless bowing. That doesn't seem good for your knees. Probably your lower spines will be sore pretty soon. But the sacrifices you make. Dorgan has managed to finish creating the shrine. And so now is Dorgan's faith going up for standing there? Very, very slowly. Dorgan, just keep praying, my friend.
Gord is flourishing, sire.
Hey, our Gord has grown to level 3 of village. This is our first time ever having a level 3 village. That unlocks some additional buildings I've not seen before. The carvings. Carvings are small decorative elements. Their only purpose is raising the Gord's sanity. Also, you know, looking pretty cool. So we'll throw a cool wolf statue. How about we put 2 wolf statues side by side, howling at the moon together? I think that's what we need for sure. It's more wood though. What a waste, what a waste. But Dorgan gets right onto it. And friend Phil, I'd like you to return to your labors as a fetcher of reeds. Thank you. Our fighters are returning nicely. So on the mini-map then, I'm going to go this way, I think. There's loose stone in there. So it'll be just behind where we are right now, namely this way. Also, it is raining, which means our character's going to lose some stress, and I believe the Gord husks or dwarves fight better out here. Hey, another person locked up. I did not expect that. Monica's health is getting a little bit low. Should I be concerned about that? I'm gonna say no. Yeah, we're good against wolves for sure. But is there a spot here to have a urban heal up? So there is. Thibaut, go ahead and check this spot. And I wonder if this is how you get another character, by opening this, the prison. The sight of a corpse chips away at Thibaut's sanity. So I think I saw a corpse in there. I thought maybe it would have something storyline to go with it, but it does not seem to be the case. It was just an unhappy place to be. I'm very sorry, Thibaut, for making you look at that. So, do we see Dorgan aging up? How's that work exactly? So it just says is child. Probably at some number of minutes past, our kiddo will turn into an adulto. A kitty cat! When do we get a kitty cat? It's unclickable, so I cannot pet the cat, unfortunately. But I'm glad to see it exists there. And like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and just take our scout and turn them into a fighter also. And we'll have our 3 fighters head across the river and see what we can CCC out that way. But while we're waiting for them to turn into a fighter, we'll just explore a little more. I know, not be able to pet cats, not be able to pet dogs. Not a good game. Hopefully they change that real soon. If not, I'm not sure we'll be able to support this one in the future. So Nixon has now changed their role. Get you to join the others. Okay, what's this thing again across the way? Leshy's Totem. I doubt it's possible for my military folks to get there, but I am curious. I thought it was across the water. Maybe it's just right here. Put the feedback for the devs. Okay. Oh, I can't change what color it is. Oh, yes, you can. So neutral. Hello, developers. I'm very much enjoying your demo. It's great to explore and survive in an exciting, nature-filled, magic-inspired world. This is the kind of game I'm glad to play. And indeed, to stream. Twitch.tv/Resorty, tell a friend. Yep. I'm writing today with one concern. I worry that you're limiting your sales potential by leaving out a key feature. The sort of thing that's necessary for any serious gamer. Why is it not possible to pet the Gord's cat? Thank you for your prompt attention to... Oh, out of letters. I had to save one character so I can... Period. Good. Electrified with feedback slowly to make Gord a better game. I'll not claim any rights to solutions and ideas described by me in this form, nor will I demand any compensation for it. Dear video game, I wish to have compensation. Submitting beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Thank you for feedback. Happy to do so. So, though I really enjoy writing that kind of message, I do occasionally worry that developers get that and go, oh, what a jackass. It might be true. Hey, it's a wandering teacher. So this ghostly looking feature or character other is someone who will teach me things. Thibaut, let's have you go say hi to the wandering teacher of fighting. Alright. For 125 cash money, they'll push me into fighting experience 5. Sure seems good. Oh, I didn't see there, youngling. Do you also feel the urge to explore and study everything around you? No? Well, still, if you wish to learn something new, I'm sure I can teach you anything you need, for the right price, of course. This is probably a tremendous waste, actually. We've gotten this far without taking the level up, so we're good to go on that one. Alright, cool. Where is Nixum? Oh, I said you to the place we used to be. Leshy's totem is over this way. We're getting close to it. Customers are the worst. Pepper, do you have to read that kind of feedback occasionally? Things are long and lyrical where it could possibly be said with 3 words. Here we have some kind of creature that is important in some way. Will it be a legendary wolf or just more and more and more wolves? That's all's going on there. Yeah, so leveling up the Axeman is great. Here's the totem. What is a Leshy? Deities bless those who take time to pay homage to their totems. The patron god of each profession will increase the speed of gaining experience in that field. So, Leshy, or Licho, are there 2 totems here? Yeah. How do I get there? Oh boy, directions are hard. So Leshy's totem is here. Leshy is food production. So I could run a fisher person over there, but we'll just have someone engage in experience for 1 whole month. 200% increase. Nice. So this game really does seem to reward exploration. Even though there's a campaign that says do this, do that, do the other thing. At the same time, you're absolutely welcome to wander around and find things that are not noticed. Legendary Wild Boar. So this is, I think, Legendary is the 3rd level of any enemy. There's small, medium, and the big boys. And we know it's going to charge. So, Thibaut, you're my highest level warrior. You're going to eat the charge. Nixon got the way. Monica got the way. Okay, if you get into melee right away, it can't charge anything. So that's even greater. The leveling up is happening. Alright, someone's having a bad time. Oh boy. You're fine, you're fine. We definitely have to heal up in a moment here. And luckily there's, again, plenty of places to heal up right away. So I think I asked my characters to disengage and attempt to avoid the charge. And instead what they did was just go fight. So, oh well, oh well. Here we receive, what's this? A pile of gold. Thought dragons kept hoards, but no, in this case, boars do instead. An excellent axe. We have axe people. So what does the excellent axe do and who got it? Nixon has the excellent axe. Unfortunately, it's only for axe wielders at level 2. So I want to send that one to Thibaut. Nice. Now, what does the excellent axe do for Thibaut? Huh. Huh. Let's try it again. Nixon? You have the axe. No, you don't. Who has the axe? Shoot. Someone has habits. Oh, Sally has the prayer beads. I don't know how you got those. I don't recall giving them to Sally, but I think Sally's the one who's praying, so that seems good. Maybe they pick up the praying. It is there now. It does 10% bonus damage. Cool. And a warthog tusk also. I bet that does bonus damage against warthogs, much as the earlier wolf item. Yeah, so warthog tusks are usable as someone with experience of 3. How do we establish what experience level you have? It doesn't say what, just any experience at 3. Your experience in fighting is 5. So it says any experience, may does not mean fighting experience. Huh. Again, this is like a part where perhaps I should send a nice little message to the devs, inviting them to fix their game. What's this giant tree? It is just an absolutely giant tree with a ton of wood in it. I'm now heading the direction of, well, never mind. I was gonna say I'm heading the direction of the quest completion, but I see more animals. Hello, animals! Good. Looking for additional healing again. So I wonder if many of the maps will be this way. You have one team that just stays at home, kind of like in Kenshi, endlessly the end of the world, endlessly gathering resources, and you have another team that heads out and act like a goon squad, just beating stuff up all the time. Lowest health right now appears to be on Thibaut. Get you one of those and 2 of those. Another wandering teacher, I believe, is straight ahead here. This teacher will teach us cutting. I'm trusting my lumberjack back home doing fine. Spiders! Our first time finding spiders. What do you want to bet we're going to get somehow poisoned? And have our first loss of the game. We appear to have reached the edge of the world. This is Licho, so this is unknown what it does. A totem was profaned. Wait, why? I just touched it. Shoot. So, right-clicking on Licho's totem led to profanity. Huh. Maybe once you already have this buff, if you try to get it again, the god says you're greedy? I didn't mean to profane anything. I was just trying to have a good time, interact with the world around me. Profanity is such a hard word, isn't it? So my characters can find the way to the exit, though I myself don't see how to get there. Probably up over that way. Cool. So let's try this way again. I understand if like you attack it and that counts for profaning, but in this case, not quite sure. Alright, more warthogs. Again, absolutely loving that the engaging in melee before the enemy charges stops them from charging. I have a book of skill exploring. So, I think Thibaut got that, yeah. No. Monica? No. Nixum? Yes. So any level 3, exploring experience +1 level. So that helps us to see farther away than before. And I am wondering if the drops are static, or if they are random. Hey, Dumble, it is indeed Gord. Fun game. Really enjoying it a lot. What's this? Spiders are coming from the ground. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And so far, all the spiders are one-hittable, which I appreciate. This is Cudlex Totem. You get a bonus to fighting experience. Alright, Nixum, please don't profane this. Okay, I think it is if you already have one God's buff, you can't get another. But here's the crossing. Thank you to the beavers who built that dam. Seeing all these reeds and additional pools and so on makes me kind of wonder, could we be finding a place you could build a new Gord? Could you have more than one colony on a single map? Now, this fiery area is very much... Yeah, is very much where we were previously. Where we were told don't go. So I want to see on the mini-map, is there another way through? Or... I think it might be don't go until you've gotten your skills back. So here are the skills we have now. There's Sight, channel the power of the sun to illuminate the gloom, so you can see an area you couldn't see before. Haze, invoke a mist to conceal subjects from sight of their enemies, so stealth. Also have Focus, the power of the gods flow through the subject, freeing them from earthly cares and needs, allowing them to focus on the fruits of their work. More labor, no rest. Move faster, Battle Cry. Focus the power of the divine to increase strength and speed. And offensive, there's Sapping. Siphon the life force of your enemies, making them weak and vulnerable both. Many of these other ones require level 2 on the temple. And I don't think I know how to level up temples yet. So, I think we're just walking through. The fires are imaginary. Good. We were told earlier that the swamp's a very dangerous place, so hopefully these 3 characters are sufficient to get us through. Hey, it's a box. What's in the box? Just some gold. Here's some stones. Though the looting has been a little disappointing, there's a whole bunch of just resources I don't really need, I'm having that experience of, ooh, a piece of candy, ooh, a piece of candy over and over again. Will this be the boss's lair? Is there a boss here? Oh boy! What is that? Not just is there a boss, but it is a being that looks pretty gross. Is this the Gord? Is this the Gord? It's called a horror. And there are other enemies over here as well. The horrors are gazers. Special ability, Face Hug. The treetops are full of gazers. Those who risk looking up to see them more closely may never see again. Gazers cannot bear eye contact, and if provoked by an intruder, will jump at their face to blind them. Once the victim is defenseless, it's a simple matter to devour the rest of their face. Alright, and then this thing. The Horror Ardivan. Special ability is to infest. I have no idea what that means. It attacks the weakest target, bonus damage if raining. Ardivan's rotten body is home to the spirits of sloth and repugnance. This horror is inseparably bound to its swampy surroundings, which it feeds on and toxifies with secretions. Although Ardivan cannot move its body, that doesn't mean you'll be able to escape its demands. This is the river crossing I'm supposed to go to, yes? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna go fight the potential ads first, if I can. The ads are up and around this way, so maybe the two are separated. That's the reason it's poisoned. That make a good deal of sense. Yeah, fighting these other enemies will let us level up a little bit more. I'd like to be as high of level as possible before we go fight the big boy. Java the Stump, love it. It wants me inside of its belly. A dried lizard item found by Monica. Monica, what's the dried lizard do, please? Health regen faster. Cool. A lot of new exciting items. Here we got these gazers indeed. So they do bonus damage in the forest. There are so many of them, holy cow. I'm saving my magic spells for right now, though, and everyone seems to be doing fine. That said, these enemies have so much more health or defense, I'm not sure which, compared against anything I've fought previously. Also, why are you red? A sacred place. Some places emit a divine aura that bolsters the faith of everyone nearby. Alright, you go hang out there. Have a good pray while we're waiting for that terrible fight. I think I saw that my little book popped up with new things to read. How do I find my little book? Is it here? The Chronicle. This is where we live, the place called Emelian. Okay. So, hey, there must be a way to get into the Chronicle other than just clicking it when it pops up with new information. There we go. Alright, we can learn about the gods, we can learn about the NPCs. Hello, Edwin. Once a close advisor to the king until he got into an argument with the king's chief cartographer and ordered his execution. His petty action enraged the king, who couldn't afford to lose high-ranking officials in the midst of war. With the chief cartographer gone, the king demoted Edwin to the role of emissary and sent him to explore the Listian trails. Edwin's committed to regaining his status at all costs. He believes if he does well on this mission, he'll have a chance to redeem himself. Now we know why he feels so positive about cartographers, so he killed the last one. Who's the king? The king may not be in the game. He uses people as tools no matter whether commoners or royalty. Even his wife's sole use is to bear his children. Oh boy, oh boy. So probably the new enemies we're finding are showing up here. Horrors. Once foul souls, horrors are powerful magical creatures that guard the wildlands against further human expansion. Eventually, every tribe has to face the horrors' plagues or satisfy their demands. You can try to ignore them, but they will not ignore you. Even if you didn't find a horror's lair, you have to meet their challenge in time, or they'll send a plague upon your people. Of course, you can always try to fight a horror, but your chance of winning such a fight are slim. They're resistant to incantations. Here's Artavan. His rotten body, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So I'm curious to see what his demand will be. Maybe if we get closer, we won't immediately fight. The plague it sends is vomiting a swarm of mosquitoes that crawls under people's skin, dealing damage and excruciating pain. Huh. Well, that sounds fun. Okay, so let's go do a little more fighting here. Then go and interact with him and see if he wants to fight or what exactly. Oh, I didn't heal up at all. Oh, Thibaut. Thibaut has 0 health? I'm sorry, what? Wait, he's showing 0 health. But he's also showing health here. Huh, I wonder if when they're incapacitated, they lose their health bar on this side. Because for a moment, all 3 characters showed not having any health left at all. And that's just not okay. Up here's a little bit more. Monica, get that. What's this? A forest shrine. Travelers may pray at roadside shrines. These humble structures are just as suited to honoring gods as any dedicated place of worship in the Gord. So I bet it's a way to build up more... build up more faith for more casts without having to go all the way back home. So far all these gazers have been small size. I do wonder if we'll eventually find larger size gazers. Also, I do kind of wonder, are we heading in the direction of maybe what we're supposed to be doing from the boss man without talking to the boss man? It seems plausible. Oh gosh, the face hugging. The face hugging is happening there. So it looks like our friends can't help each other in case of face hugging. Just kind of wait for it to pass. I'm going to go back and interact with the large horror. Let's heal first and then do that. Each person's low enough to have red. So everyone heal up to white first. Okay, and then the horror. We're running towards another fight, looks like. It's up this way, actually. So you can heal up before we go in there. Are you friend or are you foe? There is only one way to know. You're giant and gross. May our interaction not be otiose. Good. Our sanity looks stable enough, so let's see what happens.
Do you even know what's ahead of us?
I do not.
A river crossing?
Yes. Which is also a horror's lair. It's known as Ardoen, and it won't let you pass without a sacrifice.
May I sacrifice Edwin to it?
Sacrifice? We will wipe this monster from the face of the earth.
You first, Edwin.
Killing a horror is not an easy task, sire. No one has attempted such a feat in years. We would need a great deal of experienced warriors to have a fighting chance.
A little bit. Thanks for the resub. It's good seeing you. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for your generosity and using your Prime sub here with us. Thank you, my friend.
It's much more than a monster. It's a sentient demon, conjured from the most vile souls that Velis could stitch together in the underworld. My magic has no effect on it. If you don't want to die, just comply with whatever it asks you for.
Alright, let's see what it asks us to do.
Or try a different path.
So kill it, go a different way, or do what it says.
I don't want to hear about a different route. We'll follow the plan and give this creature whatever it desires, or kill it for all I care. It's the steward's decision.
Horrors are powerful magical creatures, etc., etc. Here be Ardovan. Even Lynx's warning did not prepare you for what you see emerging from the bog. A rotten, deformed monstrosity with a grimacing face that mocks humanity. He slowly raises his blistered hand and points at you. "Feed me!" A gurgling voice erupts in your mind. "Feed me young flesh!" Sacrifice a child to Ardovan? Oh, Dorgan. We have a child named Dorgan who's a little sweetie. So here are the moral choices we've been told are in this game. It's our first time seeing one. Do you fight it or do you feed it a baby? Oh no. Oh no. So they said you have to fight it with many, many people. I have 3 characters who are leveled up. For now, I'll decide later. Because Thibaut, I believe, is as high as you can be in combat, correct? Yeah, fighting experience maxed at 5. I was hoping its mission would be like, scratch my back. I have a splinter, I can't get it myself. Instead it is very much, feed me, Seymour. Save an attack, save scummery on my stream. Oh, also we have a new baby. This one's named Terwin. Hello, Terwin. Would you like to be fed to the monster? That's such a strange thing to include. They said there might be another way past also. So this dead-ended. And so either it's down... Well, no, I see the water there. Okay, maybe this is the other way to go. Wait, where are we? We're here, Arvin's there. Can I just walk past him, possibly? Don't mind me. Just coming past. Cool. Cool. Oh, maybe not cool. Maybe not cool. What's this? Another corpse. Is game build and run a base? So it's both build and run a base as well as adventure on the world. Let's engage in some safe scummery. I'm okay with this. How bad could it be? It's a demo, so I'm okay with trying random stuff and see what happens. Thibaut, you're the strongest among us. So you're gonna stand at the front. Monica over there. Nixon over here. How do I interact with you again? I said wait till later to decide. Oh, there you go. Alright. Alright. No, I refuse the challenge. Please wait, steward. Fighting a horror is a desperate act. One more foolish than courageous. These horrible creatures are created by Velis himself and aided with godly powers. Incantations do no harm. And even a team of seasoned warriors no guarantee success. Are you certain you wish to risk our lives in commencing an attack? I mean, I don't want to feed it a child, so here we go. Okay, so it has some AoE nonsense. And Monica's having a bad time already. Let's get out of that red filth. Oh boy. So Monica is now surrounded by the bees. Oh boy. This is not going to work out. Losing all health resulted in knockout. The Cinnamon will die if not revived by another member of the Gord. Alright, Nixum. Nixum, where are you, my friend? You. Revive your friend. Bum, dum, bigga bum, bum. Revival, yes. Oh no, this seems pretty bad. Alright, Monica's up and going. Nixon, just keep rezzing everyone. Oh gosh. Everyone's dying. Alright, so the game did warn us. We did some damage. Yeah, I agree we only get strong if we want to fight it. I feel like the devs may be encouraging us just to feed it a baby. Because
wild folk used to live like wild animals, and
so
although they can be
Thibaut
violent,
survived.
conquest was one of the many human things
Yeah.
that
We learned it before.
surprised. Nonetheless, they became more aggressive.
So Thibaut was our only high-level character, our only 5 of 5, and he survived for a while. It started at 1300, it got down to 800. Now I disengaged Nixum pretty early, so I'm not sure. Hey, Terran the Terran, thank you for the ongoing subscription, I appreciate that. You leave for a bit and come back to this, it is pretty darn gross. So we don't just need to make characters into Axemen. We'd also need to level up. And I don't exactly know how to do that other than by fighting more and more fights. And so I'm wondering, does the game always spawn more and more enemies? What's this? Oh, this is a way of restoring. Now, can one restore over
We've
top?
run out of storage space for our wood. We need to build.
Yeah, I'm finally making all of my characters into Axemen. The only issue is just, can I get them all to level up also? But let's try. Everyone an Axeman this day. Okay, I have to build additional Axe person fighting areas. Or archers. That seems good. Dorgan, you're all grown up. Look at you, Dorgan. I know I have another axe pit as well. Goodbye to the beautiful, beautiful base organization. Now just random people thrown together. I saw there are more enemies down this way. Because Thibaut is fully leveled up, I'm kind of sort of thinking I should not send him to get any more XP. Because he's really maxed out there. Friends, we have an ad break coming in 30 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick pause on this one. Definitely before today is over, we will fight this creature one more time. Probably die, but we'll see. Also, notice our food is getting low. I'm gonna ignore that. We'll be fine. Totally gonna ignore it, though. Quick little break from this game. Back to the crossword. Let's see what more we can develop between now and then. Word often seen in the lower left corner of a check. So it's often the memo line. Word on a memo line of 3 letters. Like rent is off put there. So the word pay is like pay to the order of. That's not lower left, I don't think. Not sure. Goes to the polls, just votes. Okay, can we get these longers now? Island chain on the west of Portugal, I believe it's the Azores. Found a new place. I feel like I should be able to get that one right away, I'm not sure. Understood. Ooh. Understood. Be like, I agree. Or I get it. Or, Headmaster's honorific is probably just Sir. The kids call him Sir. The first city in Japan to have Winter Olympics is Sapporo. That's the big city on Hokkaido in the north. Okay. With this Z here. Yeah, it's a name, unfortunately. I don't know those. Out of kilter could be a miss. Oh, found a new place. Just moved, you know, like a rental or something. And then understood as I see. So this person's name is Zosia Mamet? Zosia? That's not a name I know, but cool. Word found in the bottom of the corner. So instead of memo line, it's the 4 line also. From Casablanca, say. That's Moroccan, I think. That may be spelled incorrectly. Period in soccer games at half. Fictional sleuth, created by Rex Stout. Don't know that one. Robin Blank, a traditional Irish ballad. Robin Adair, maybe? I'm not sure on that one, though. Attached to a wall is hang. Okay. Number of spaces on a standard Monopoly board. Looks like it might be 40. Like an old apple is mealy. Paper stars. So these would be like celebrities in tabloids. Not sure though. Inscrutable person metaphorically. Like the cat who ate the canary, I think is often used for this. Additional function, not sure. Loch that's part of Scotland's Caledonian Canal. I'm very grateful anytime there's a loch, it ends up being Loch Ness. Very helpful. I think it's Robin Adair, I'm not sure on that though. Muesli morsel, muesli is an oat cereal. Noisy casino machines. What's called slots. Disconcerting answer to know what I mean? Not really. Exercises. Could be sets, like that maybe. Home of the only publicly owned NFL team, it's Green Bay. I have a friend who has a big old poster indicating his certificate of ownership in the Green Bay Packers. It's a pretty cool thing. A Debussy composition whose first published score featured a detail from Hokusai's Great Wave on its cover. So this is the standard picture of a Japanese-style art wave, but I don't know what it'd be, unfortunately. Savage, who co-founded the It Gets Better project. Probably Dan Savage. He does quite a bit of queer rights and queer attention sort of stuff. The folks often. That could be parents. Underbite correctors, perhaps. Are those spacers, I think? No. Oh, braces, maybe? Maybe braces. Yeah. A restaurant whose patrons might order only rolls. Probably a sushi bar. Get it? Get it? Okay. A feudal lord's residence might be like the manor house or a castle. What's the down here? Autos sold with the slogan sheer driving pleasure. Given the B, I'm going to say it's Benz, but I have no idea if that's true. A boundary of a horse racing track. Boundary of the rail, I think it's called. Coming of age in Mississippi, author Moody. I don't know. Like Virginia Military Institute since 1997. That's when it went co-ed. Star Trek role for John Cho. He's the younger Mr. Sulu, or the newer Mr. Sulu. Flamenco cry is Olay. And with that, the ad breaks come to an end. That's the last ad break for today, so probably won't finish this one on stream, but I'll finish it off stream, no worries. So, thank you for the kind company while I was trying to do that. Biff, you own a share of the Green Bay Packers? Excellent. I hope you enjoyed your time with Brett Favre and the boys. Done building. Build faster, children. Build faster. So I'm just going to send Nixum and Monica in to fight together. Though I wonder how experience gain is shared here. You know, is it the case that like everyone gets equal? Everyone's being face-hugged. You're fine. Thibaut, stay out of this. It's not for you. I think maybe getting kills gives level up. Maybe not, though. Okay, that's the fire, I believe, is gain an XP. Maybe. What's this? Food production experience scroll. Nothing we need here. Man, the idea of sending a character way out here to learn how to dig up food, a little strange. That said, axe wielder symbol. What's that do? Fighting experience gain plus 10%. Amazing. So someone with an axe gets more experience just by using that. Neat, 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 neat. Hopefully we can find more characters. Or more enemies to fight, rather. We'll see. You might be surprised at how many people say they buy a share their own team. Oh yeah, I think a lot of fans, or a lot of fans of various sports clubs wish that their teams were more directed towards the happiness, satisfaction, and profit of the community, instead of just being focused on apparent profits for the owners. And it's one bit of joy for the people in Wrexham, who have recently had their football club taken over by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, is that they seem really interested in putting money back into the community and taking seriously what the community says about what would be best for the team, where the prior owners apparently were more interested in just making profits and perhaps in even selling out the club and taking away its playing area for sake of personal profit. There's more fighting up that way. All right, back to base then. Hello, Phil. Where's my home? There it is. Okay, so it's time to start getting people assigned as axe dwellers. I meant the children instead become archers, though. It seems like a kinder thing to do to them. Sally, you also. It looks like children proper are unable to be made into warriors. That's probably for the best. probably for the best. Dorgan, and a fight is happening up north. I should probably get into that. Phil, let's get this also. So it is the case that Thibaut is part of this fight. I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah. Too late to be anything but okay with it. Phil is changing over. And Laurelin, have you drop your pile of wood. Become a fighter too. I think that's everyone except for Tearway. Now, Tearway, I need to stay here. You just pray for our happiness and success, please. Okay, and I'm hoping down this way there's some additional fights. And even if we just get a level or two on a few of them, it'd probably be very, very useful. This is the cartographer. Oh, yeah, there's here. Okay, I think more enemies do spawn as time goes by. And so it's not a matter of find them right away or don't find them at all. Yes. This way. Cool. So Phil got some points there. Don't die. You're all good. You're all good. Don't die. Everyone's doing fine. Yeah, I need to stop running my archers in, obviously. But I keep finding the enemies a little bit too late. Oh gosh. So we're about to run out of food.
Please provide our people something to eat, sire.
No, you're fine. It's time to go fight then. So I was planning to try to level up, but I realize now that we've just run out of food entirely, so let's see how this goes. Where is the big baddie? Okay. Looks like this, apparently. Huh. Hello? Okay. I have some folks here. Those are not my main fighters. Main fighters are here. I believe the big baddie was nearish to this. Here, maybe? When I click the filter horror button, I don't see it flashing on and off. I'll turn off everything else, though. Okay. Can we see the horror now? That's unfortunate. I think it might be right here, though I'm not certain on that. So hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'll need to select them this way instead. That's fine. Sort of a desperate moment. This will probably be our last fight of the day. If we win, it's cool. If not, we've learned enough about this game to know that it is one I want to play when it comes out. And as always, I'm just so grateful for Steam Next Fest. I'm absolutely over the moon delighted. This is a thing that happens when you're able to have your characters, not your characters, sorry, you're able to have your developers create games to try with no need to spend money to learn if it's any good. Instead, you can just try it yourself and see what happens. And I really appreciate that. I really like that. Alright. ¿Dónde está big bad guy? Okay, here's the horror. Got it. That's the sound of stomachs gurgling. I'm sorry, friends. The entire team has decided, rather than feed their beloved children to the beast, they will fight. So we got 3 archers and a bunch of fighters. Here we go. Good luck. Archers, why are you trying to melee? Dorgan moved out. That's great. So this thing, either we can all run out and maybe avoid that AoE, or it's unavoidable. I'm not sure which one. So I'm going to try to disengage my archers at least. They didn't take that much damage that time. Good stuff. Hello, Nath. There's actually a... Hello? Archers? It's actually a demo on Steam Next Fest right now called Gord. So Laura Lynn has something terrible happening. Is that a loss of sanity, possibly? I don't know what's happening to you, Laura Lynn. I don't know what's happening. Fight fiercely. Monsters lower than ever before. Archers, please arch. What are my archers doing? Have my archers gotten into his belly, possibly? Walking back out again. Good to good. Hooray! We didn't feed a child to the beast. But the world beyond has been destroyed. Horror for us all.
Dear gods.
Who could have done this?
So many lives lost.
What is that?
Help me.
Get ready to fight.
It left.
What's happening here?
I don't understand it either. But we should leave immediately. He may return at any time.
I agree with the witch, sire. Let's hide in the woods and plan our next move carefully.
I thought we'd have to fight one enemy and immediately fight another. But, success! Our route to the gold, we had to face not one, but 2 horrors. We found a magic wielder to help us face the monstrosities, but better that we secure our position before venturing onwards. Do you wish to continue the campaign? The button, it does nothing. My friends, we've played through the demo. We've played through the demo, the first 2 missions. In the first one, we just learned how to build. In the second one, we learned how to build and explore all at once. Got a little bit of access to the combats. That horror was an interesting fight. It was a very basic element of being able to move in and out while fighting. There was some wonkiness in the fighting when my archers walked inside of the enemy, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you enjoyed the demo. It's going to be it for today's stream because there's no more game and it's close to when I say goodbye anyway. So, yeah, really, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourself a whole bundle. Tomorrow I'll be back to, I don't know what. I was thinking I might return for a new Stellaris playthrough, as our last one ended in such horror and sadness so quickly. We may also try a game called Norland together, or tomorrow rather. Norland's a game that a lot of people have suggested that I check out. If it's still playable after the end of the Steam Next Fest, we might just do that. Whichever way. Are we done with DD2? Yeah, Max Ralton. Unfortunately, we had a community vote, and the majority of the people who were in channel time were not into DD2 at all. And like I said in the intro today, I get that. It is pretty repetitive, and the meta gating of content doesn't feel great. So I'm always looking to play games I enjoy. DD2 is one, but also that people enjoy watching as well. So that balance has to be struck. So DD2, fun game. I'll probably play it off stream, but yeah, sorry to say, probably not going back to it anytime soon. It just didn't connect as well as DD1 did, unfortunately. But that's that. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get a sandwich. I'm going to go teach some. I'll return tomorrow with, yeah, some more games. So again, thank you all immensely. We'll see you again on the other side. Thank you for the subbing, the tipping, the ad watching, the conversation, the lurking, the encouragement, the silence, whatever you do. Thank you for doing it. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.